Nice. Means this can't go there because these
I'm
things
totally gonna get more
exist.
viewers than you. Okay.
Well, I have both of your views already, and I'm not gonna watch yours, so. Should I do shared on Instagram to let everyone know that I'm a loser?
Nope.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Take you down with me.
You would never do that.
Like, hey, this is Taylor's gaming channel. I guest start on it.
I would kill myself. I would legit delete the channel.
Like, hey, this is Taylor's gaming channel. You'd be like, all right, it's done. We're done. I'm done.
I was like, why am I hearing double?
This is Taylor's gaming channel. You'd be like, all right.
Sick.
Wait, whoa, what? Oh, that's cool. I'd actually don't need that.
It was cool that we can both stream at the same time.
Yeah. That was kind of disappointing.
What?
Oh. That's actually not. That's actually pretty cool. Never mind.
Some music on. Let's hit some. There's this cool artist I like to listen to. His name is Blank Mind. Yeah.
I think Blake Mind's alright. I'm gonna play one of his songs because there's nothing wrong with that. Oh. Stinky.
Of all the songs.
Out of everything.
Hey, what was that?
Out of everything he's made.
I said of all the songs.
Of all the songs, I think I'm gonna have to search your name. Blank Mind.
You may even have to search the song title with the name.
Oh, there we go.
I'm listening to The Dusty Wheel.
Do you only have... Wait, I want to go to your channel. There we go. Blank Mind. Can I just see all of them? Do you only have 3 songs?
No. I can grab you a link.
I'm on your page right now. I don't really use Spotify, so I'm not sure exactly how to...
Oh, on Spotify, yeah, I only have the 3 songs.
Oh, okay.
Most of my stuff is on YouTube right
that's
now.
why. I gotta...
Sorry, I want to blast hosting.
Yeah, all of my entire, like, discography, can't say that word, is, on YouTube, but I put stuff on Spotify that, like, is fully mine.
Yeah, hopefully you don't demonetize it, dude. That's really unholy.
Ooh, that oven's cleaner, but it's a different mod, and I don't like.
I'm gonna listen to my latest thing. I actually started working on a track today that's pretty sick. It's in rough draft right now for sure, but it's a cool idea.
Nice.
Okay.
I don't really know anything about architecture,
I'm gonna check out your house, Kate.
so I'm not really sure what to do with this spot. I don't even know if you
Oh
can
my
put
gosh.
cabinets there.
Hey, this looks pretty good. The sink is kind of not in the most optimal spot, but...
Well, it's meant for it to be the island, but I was like, I can throw a sink on the island.
Yeah, but like, how are they gonna use it?
That's true. They were assuming that these are like
Really long-armed people?
big people. I mean, they can reach these cabinets pretty well. Like,
Yeah, but it's just like...
that's like way
Is
up
this
there.
toast? Why
Yeah.
is it... Oh, that's like the top of the toast. I was like, why is it like
It's
a
It's a
weird...
toaster. I got a microwave oven and a microwave. I got the oven thing, dishwasher. I don't know what else is in the kitchen.
It's been a Grand Theft Auto. Sorry, Micah.
I have 2 watching now, and 2 subscribers, bro.
I think those are all of us. For both.
I don't know if I'm
Yeah,
subscribed.
you are. I think both of your other accounts are the two.
Hmm. Well, now that I've experienced tile.
Oh, dang, Micah.
Goodness,
Micah!
my dogs are so loud.
Dang!
What
This
do you
is
think?
looking really nice! I was not expecting this thing right here. This. There's like 4 different
Yeah, come
rooms,
through.
man. You took
Yeah.
my thing of getting up your. Connecting this to like a whole different
Yep.
level.
Wait, I'm gonna go
Yep.
check it out.
I'm working on building the stage right now. I'm
Ah.
gonna put the drums back
Ah, that's good.
Coffee shop.
Then we can reenact the Whiplash scene.
here. Yep.
Oh wow,
My life revolves
Yeah,
around
you-
recreating
it's
the
definitely just
Whiplash
like
scene.
a little shack up here. It was kind of like a
Little shack,
bungalow.
and then I
It was
just
like a
made it
bungalow,
perfect.
you know.
We're gonna have a Walmart.
Like we're gonna
One
build
of us
a Walmart.
opens a Walmart, one of us opens a Target.
I'll be
But they're right
the
next to each other. They have to be.
Taylor's Kmart. Wait, no, I should be Kmart.
Yeah, what the heck, guy? Oh, that's so sick.
Who's Walgreens?
That's like that's like Garrett.
That can be Cat. Cat can do Walgreens.
I don't know what to build.
I'm trying to like imagine a real house without looking up a picture and just like putting stuff down as I go.
I mean, now it's kind of just like survival stuff. I want to start doing dinosaurs.
I want to build.
What is this? Oh, that's so cool.
Oh, and freezing again randomly on the.
You know what we need? We need like Mr. Beast when he goes and like supports like really, really, really small YouTube channels, and he gives them like thousands of dollars. You know, that's what we need. Oh,
That would be pretty
this
cool.
is so legit. Oh, maybe I'll start making our Jurassic Park.
You could build like the containment area.
Cade, come help me decide where we're gonna put it.
Kind of getting hungry in real life. I know it's 3 a.m., but I'm hungry.
Actually, I'm gonna stop streaming for a second. Start streaming. Steve Wheel. Bum, 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 bum.
It looks alright, I guess. Definitely doesn't
Bum,
look
bum, 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 bum.
perfect, but
Hey, Kate, come here.
whatever.
I'm above your house right now.
I just realized that I've listened to Oh Stinky at least 2 or 3 times on repeat.
Oh my goodness.
I'll play this.
Kade. Come help me decide where we're gonna put the Jurassic Park.
Okay. Okay. What the? I don't like that there. Die. Is this a safe? Yes. it
Dun,
is.
dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun.
Oh, there's so much stuff in this
Oh,
mod
the oven
pack.
actually works.
I just realized I have to build a bathroom now.
Nothing. Just looking.
You wanna know how
Oh, that's so sick.
Cutting board? Yeah, you know I gotta get that.
and yeah. That look alright.
What is it?
This is gonna be my basement stage. Oh wait, that's not. I don't want to.
Oh, make sure to tell Kat that the whole world can hear her right now. Everyone.
We're also.
The whole world, everyone watching us. Hey, someone
Yeah,
typed in my
everyone
thing.
watching.
Hey, what's up? What's up? How are you
Someone
doing?
commented on your live stream.
Yeah, I'm kind of better than you.
Wow.
Yeah.
Even though we have the same. Yo, there's a Wii in this game. Can we play the Wii?
I put a switch next to my computer.
I know, I
and
saw
like,
that.
There's a
I have
Switch?
a docked switch. Yeah, there's a GameCube, like a NES, all kinds of things.
That is like pretty cool. How would a normal person decorate their house? Just kind of like, whoop.
They definitely put the sink in the middle of their island. That I know for sure.
I've for sure seen sinks in an island before. I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure Alexis is.
But they don't have it in the middle of the island. No one can reach the middle of the island.
But like, there's still a good edge. It doesn't look like the middle. Fine.
I mean, it just doesn't make sense.
How does that?
You're on Minecraft. You're on YouTube searching for a Minecraft house. Well, this is definitely not the stream right now. Now and,
Wait,
and
is that
now
what he
I'm
said?
here. Yeah, welcome. Yeah, we kind of usually we build our own stuff, but this time we decided to kind of steal some village and decorate it a bit.
Oh yeah, I guess. I mean, my house isn't really anything from the village anymore, but
But it's the bare bones.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah, if only we were doing our normal building.
I mean, normally Taylor likes to build for 12 years.
Yeah.
Survival. Then it's massive and actually good, but
And then I quit playing Minecraft for a bit, you know. But this time,
yeah.
now we're here.
This time we just decided to accept that we're gonna get into creative eventually. Anyways, cheat.
What is it? Oh, that's why. I'm such an idiot.
There's like a lot of things I don't know about Minecraft
Hey,
that I
Will,
should know,
you
and I
too.
just like don't want to ask.
Dang, I'm just saying, someone commented on my thing and had a conversation with me. So,
You should do like have people join in the the guest Discord and talk to us. You should do like have people join in the guest Discord and talk to us. You should do like have people
Hello?
join in the Hello.
I'm just seeing how loud my voice is. Hello? Perfect.
Oh, looks like my stream is frozen.
Kate, help me decide where Jurassic Park is going to start. Dude, I can't believe someone actually commented. That's awesome.
That is really cool. What did they say?
Said, hey, what's up? I was like, what's up? How you doing? They're like, perfect. I'm on YouTube searching for a Minecraft house, and now I'm here. And then
Oh, gee, I forgot we actually made like thumbnails and stuff.
yeah, that probably actually did help a little bit. And then he or she said, bye bye, have a nice time.
Okay, I've now listened to Iridescence at least 5 times. I just keep forgetting as it plays. Okay.
Whoa, 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 slow down there, pal. You're going like a solid 10. In a 5. Okay. Whoa, you got it.
This I'll go as fast as I want.
Stop going. Get out of the car. Get out of the car. Oh, wait.
You killed it.
Kill him.
Can I even make a Minecraft one?
We're gonna sit it. We got we got rid of the gym. There's a gym. There's a.
Oh yeah, sweet. I did make my thumbnail.
I don't know if we actually killed the CJ.
Yo, if you shoot cars with a gun, it doubles them.
Nice.
I gotta
Dang.
put the car back.
It's pretty legit right here. Dang, my cafe is pretty sexy, not gonna lie. Oh, this looks so much better, Kate. Oh, so much better.
Yeah, now I want to get rid of that though. I fixed it. No, I don't like it.
It's 150? What the what?
Yep, it's 250 for me.
I mean, I kind of want to do some survival, but if we all
I
still
kind of want
chilling
to
and-
play some COD.
Yeah, I'm kind of down for some COD.
Want to play COD for a few minutes? Okay. I'm down. I'm okay with taking a break because I'm gonna come back to play this because I really like this designing. This is like the exact thing I really always wanted to do in Minecraft was like design small things.
I always want to make freaking.
Did you know that I actually got Minecraft because Micah and I were gonna play it, but I always wanted to be an architect when I was a kid. That was my first job choice, and I was like, I guess Minecraft might be fun. And then I think I stuck to the architect thing for like elementary school, junior high, and all the way up until 9th grade when Miss Lawson said she made us write a paper on a career. And I just said, I'm just going to look up highest paying careers. And then I just saw petroleum engineering on there, and then I said, all right, looks like I'm doing
And
that.
then you became a videographer. What crazy?
And then,
ways
wait,
you-
hang on. There's a gap in the story.
Oh, the stripper.
And then I went ham for petroleum engineering. I took calculus at high school, like full time. I applied for Texas, and I was gonna leave before I finished high school. I was gonna graduate early. And then I was like, wait a second. You're telling me that I get a lot of money if I just stay here in Utah and finish at Weber? They were like, yeah. So I didn't. And then I was like, okay, fine, I'll do economics. That's
oh,
like the
my
next
goodness,
highest.
this looks
but-
fantastic. I'm loving this right now.
And then I became a videographer and I dropped out of college. And then I moved to Texas in the end.
Wait, Micah, you should totally like. You gotta get some. You gotta take all these torches off and do like one like single light like that or something. Get that mood lighting with the texture pack you got on.
Yeah, I was gonna play with the different lightings. With the different lamps, I mean.
Dang.
There's a diaper changing table in this. Okay.
That's like.
Dang. Can you grab the guitar? No.
put a harp all the way back there.
Dang.
It'd be drowned out by the drums and everything else, but whatever. It's the only other instrument that actually kind of. I guess I could actually put a synth back.
They have a director's chair in this? That is so cool.
Like, I think you should also, with the mood lighting, have like a separate area, like over here, you know? Put one of these babies up there.
I don't know.
It's like a multi-purpose.
Oh, it actually worked.
I'm just gonna throw a humidifier in my house real quick.
There's a wooden bench. Actually, that's ridiculous.
A Close Encounters
I guess I
poster?
could just use
Why?
What?
There's a Close Encounters poster, just
Well,
like...
you have to put it on now.
I'll put it in my room.
Why does that take a 3x3 space? Lounge chair.
A rolling chair.
To be honest, it's kind of like what they use. Wrong way.
I don't know what to do with my house. Like, where does the living room go? Where are the bedrooms?
It's actually kind of sick.
Mhm.
Should the guitar go in front of the amp?
Yeah.
Should I do this guitar?
Can you do both?
Hey, what are you doing? Who's ringing my doorbell? Just hide behind the tree. I actually almost didn't see you. That's funny.
You should add more bushes right there.
What are you thinking of the thing so far?
I'm thinking you spent a lot of time over here. It looks great, and I even like this area. I don't like the table in the back corner because I feel like it's just like too confined. Honestly, I think being right here.
Oh, this is more like a relaxation thing. This isn't
What
the
if you made this
kitchen.
more of like a? It's like a has like a full couch on the side with a little side table, and it's kind of like a chillaxing. What's it? It's like a window.
Yeah, that's supposed to be like where you read books and stuff. In fact, oh, actually, that's a good idea. Thank you, Kate.
I mean, kind of. I helped you spark the idea, so.
It's fine. It's fine. I'm glad I thought.
Oh, okay.
And I'm
I think I
going
feel
to-
so like out of my element because I don't have anything big to build. That coffee shop was really fun, and now I don't have any inspiration.
Wait. There's tons of stuff, Taylor, dude. You could build a. There's a barber shop. There's a whiskey. There's tavern.
Oh,
Lots of
actually, a
things.
tavern could be kind of cool. Minecraft Dusty Wheel. Well, I'll do a little video. One of those Minecraft like cinematic videos.
That would be pretty cool. Wait. You really actually could do a Minecraft special and build the Dusty Wheel. You should straight up do it. They have like beer spouts and everything in this.
Okay, I'm gonna do it.
And you could promote the Dusty Wheel.
Oh yeah,
2 in 1.
the 3 people watching. Hopefully they love it.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm one of them, but
It is in a town called Camelin, so it kind of works. But I also do kind of want to play COD.
I am down with either one. I don't know how I feel about a humidifier just sitting in the room.
It makes it homey.
It kind of does. It kind of does, really. You know? It's kind of like... There it is. It's humidifier.
Is it sad that of all the things that this mod pack has, I'm just sad that there's no spotlight on my microphone? I don't know what to do for my lighting.
Does one lamp, like if you take away all the torches, does not give it that cool look?
It does. I'm just looking for alternatives.
That looks terrible. Spook. Dude, what is the deal with this dog? How do I tame it? A bone and a collar?
There's a thing called an LMG, and if you just left click with it, it gets rid of the dog really fast. Okay.
Here's a bone.
I'm not gonna
dog.
watch any tutorials. I'm not gonna do anything. I'm just gonna make it. Okay? I'm just gonna make it. Let's look at the wood that they got here. I'm thinking dark wood.
Oh, what the? It is a bone, right?
Yeah. I'm thinking spruce and dark wood. Definitely. So let's get both of those. Spruce. Do they have different kind of bricks in here? They do. Oh, they have blast furnaces. I didn't know that. Basalt. Oh, they got so many. Okay.
I think I figured out some pretty good mood lighting. I just don't know if it's actually bright enough to stop monster spawn. How do you check it?
Oh,
again?
Mikey, you could totally like set up some redstone and make like overall lights. But
It's-
then when
Micah, Alt F4 to check the mobs. What?
Fuck off. You think I'm gonna fall for that shit? Good try.
But Mikey, you could totally set up like redstone to like light up all the lights in the room, so like redstone lamps or something. And then when you come in with people to listen to the music, you just like turn that off and then it turns on a one lamp or something.
That'd be cool. I might actually look at that.
Mexican table. Let's see what this does.
Hi.
Well, I guess. I'm kind of offended.
Good. I'm glad. I'm like a quarter, so it's totally fine. Sadly. No, why when you type P does it just ruin everything? No. Oh, here we go. These are all fruit trees, though. I don't want that. I'm thinking... I mean, dark and spruce seem like the way to go. Oh, dang. Okay. Oh, now I want to do dinosaurs again. What the? Where's the hitbox in this thing? An LMG will find it. Oh, launch. Okay.
What are you doing? Did you spawn a dinosaur?
No. I spawned a skeleton in, but I can't get rid of it. Oh, found it. Okay. Goodness. Okay. We're gonna grow a couple trees around here. Get my way bamboo. I think that's bamboo, I'm pretty sure.
keeps it lit enough so that there's no mob spawns, but also is kind of the mood. I'll send this in the shot.
Okay.
Hey, I accidentally shared all of your personal information and addresses on the live stream.
Is that not post?
Huh?
Hello?
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 I think I just dropped for a second there. That was weird. Wow, they just spawn. I thought that was enough space for just spawn. What the heck? Maybe I'm just an idiot.
That is a large possibility.
That is possibly the biggest reason, but I mean, it could just be because they're right next to the dirt blocks, but this one seems completely open. Maybe it's not. You guys ever heard of a sacred sapling?
I heard that it's cool.
Cool. Should I do it?
Did you plant like a whole bunch or something last time?
I put 9 of them in a square.
Ah. It makes more
The
sense.
more information I
really
find
do.
out, the more I believe how dumb you are. Wow, yeah, I think it's just they don't spawn here. It's really weird.
Hey, who does the song "You Get What You Give" again?
What? Like, you don't always get what you
Who
want?
does? Huh?
I don't know what's there.
Don't always get
That's
what you want. Nah, it's no. You get what you give.
Oh, you get. It's not Meatloaf. Oh, it's the New Radicals.
Ooh, radicals. There we go.
This is just so much better than like all music nowadays.
It really do be that way. Doobie Brothers. Yeah. Scooby Dooby Doo.
Well, the kids ain't got the dreamer's disease.
Are you listening to it now? It's a good song. It's a good song, man.
But when you damage your friend. Okay. I like that. Probably a good size.
We'll have to do a
1, 2, 3, 4.
combination of the Jurassic mod with all the decorations with all the smeltery and Technic stuff and rockets and be the beast, and just put them all into one massive mod pack,
Do I like that one? Do I like this one?
and have a super server.
I don't like that one.
The super server.
And we just take all the files of everything we've ever built over the years,
I know it's like a
Just
dark stone.
take the buildings, and you know, just add them into the spawn and around the map. We'd have to use like a world builder or something like that. That'd be fun.
Using the Mark II strat, you can place blocks under sink.
Yeah,
Oh
you
yeah,
can-
Micah, I need your godlike advice on how to be better at COD.
What do you mean?
Just all of it.
All of it?
Yeah. I just need to be you.
Hmm.
That's the idea.
Okay, it just takes like 400 hours. And bam.
400
Do you-
hours.
400 hours and God.
That's how little you think of it?
Do you remember back in the Black Ops 2 days when you were better than me, but like I could still kind of keep up?
Yeah.
That was
Because
crazy.
no one played the Wii.
I think that's like, is that when our paths diverged? Was it when I sold the PS4?
Just about, probably.
Because I remember you started playing a lot more than me in Black Ops 2 when your hours were like way ahead of mine. And you were Prestige Master like when I like took a break from the game.
Yeah.
I was like, oh shit, what the hell happened? And then I kind of realized, I was like, I don't know how to. It's not that I don't know how to play video games. It was like, I don't know if I like enjoy doing the way it's like air quotes meant to be played good at, if that makes sense.
I get it. I get exactly what you mean.
I was like, because Rewolf was what made me realize that, straight up.
What just stopped?
Oh,
Did
well.
the server just stop?
Yeah. I know what you mean now.
And it's because he literally started playing the game months after I was playing Warframe. And he was brand new at the game, and I just like, oh, I like to go to the planets and shoot people, and like, sometimes I'll duel, and I got some cool stuff. And then after playing like a third of the time that I had been playing on this game, he comes in and just like, he one-shots me in 1v1 over and over. And I was like, not only do I not even know how you do that, because if I don't know if I don't have a good character or armor or what weapons you have or how you got them, I was like, I don't think I want to know. Like there's no point in playing this game. And then
That's how it feels 1v1
Yeah,
and
and then I-
Micah sometimes.
and that's just kind of was like the end of like fun for me. Is I realized that people were taking a different path
A better skill.
There's
of
two
just
versions of
grinding.
that, too, because Rewolf was like the most tryhard of tryhards, where he would exploit regardless of if it was like
Fun.
fun or not. Like he
And-
would, he
and
would
he was an
exploit everything.
Ass.
Yeah, he was a complete asshole. But
He was like,
good,
"Suck
and that's
it,
why I
dragon."
played with him.
Yeah,
But
he's good.
that's the only reason that I played with him, is because when I got into Battlefield 4, he was one of the main guys that was like actually solid in Battlefield 4. Like
Yeah.
I got into 2 lobbies with him, and he had like topped like both the scoreboards in both those games. So I added him, and I'm kind of doing the same thing now in Valorant. And Battlefield 4 is when I started originally like adding the best people I saw playing, and then I just played with them until I got
That makes sense.
4. And he was a complete asshole, and
I enjoyed playing Battlefield with him.
he's very much so like someone.
Gosh, this thing's so loud.
But
I enjoyed playing like Battlefield with him, but it was just like
Hmm?
and then the last thing I remember ever him saying was, I just kind of like stopped playing one day, you know? I don't know if you just remember the day.
Oh, I do.
You remember the
I do.
day. And then I got on the PlayStation like 5 months, maybe even longer, like later. And I was just like, hey. And then he was like, hey, Dragon. And I was like, he doesn't even know my name. And then I was like, this is kind of weird. Because I don't know his name either, and we've been talking for like over a year.
Are you talking about
And then-
real stuff?
Yeah. And then I just was like, well, see ya. And then that was it. And then I just like never touched it. And like another year later, I just like PlayStation. That was fun.
Yeah, Battlefield Real was kind of where it all started for me, like an actual competitive trying to ask off and everything. And then from Battlefield 4 it went to Destiny. There was
Battlefield 4 was not a thing I could be good at, goodness. But it was fun.
Advanced Warfare.
Yeah, I could never get good at that.
Only once ever have I ever topped the scoreboard in that game. And that I still have like the entire game memorized.
It was that big of a
It's like-
moment for you.
Yep. And then Micah joined in, and he immediately went to second and then beat me, and I was like, ah!
That's how it feels a lot in COD.
The crazy thing is, like, I am like godlike to lay people still.
To what?
Lay people.
Get it, yeah.
Yeah, like Brittany, Jacob, my brother even. I mean, he's still pretty good at games, but 'cause he used to. But like any of them that like own stuff and they like play on the weekends, even if they play like a lot and they have a lot higher level than I do, I'm so much better than just like the average person, and that's not a good thing.
Why not?
No, it's just that was a joke.
Wait, did I just really? No freaking way.
I enjoy it as a.
Are these two different
as a
freaking
skill, 'cause
stone?
Now, whenever anybody says that they have
I'm
a
gonna
game that
kill
they're really
myself.
good at, I'm like, give me an hour, and that's 1v1.
No
I-
way did I just.
I
do
do
this.
love just like freaking getting really good at games, but like better than just like the friend that plays it or something. But like
Oh
it's
my
when
Gosh, I'm gonna.
it's what makes it less fun for me is when I'm like, okay, if I need to not suck at this, I need to practice, put in the work to get better. And then I was like, wait, what the fuck? Did I just say I need to put practice and work into a video game?
Did I?
It's a bit
That's
weird,
always the
yeah.
point where I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I've
I
hit that
honestly
point
can't
before,
tell if
but
these
I
are the
always
same.
I always
I
just
think
think
they
about
are.
how much fun I
These are
actually
not.
have when I am shredding and just absolutely
Okay.
annihilating, and the
Fantastic.
adrenaline rush that I get from it. And
Yeah, I understand
it's
that.
it's the easiest adrenaline rush that I can acquire. So
I just jump off large cliffs for videos and get thrown through doors and waterboarded.
I did not understand what you were saying there for like a long time.
All of those have happened in a very short
Yep.
and like I don't know what else have we done.
The waterboarding one was fun.
That was fun. The jumping off the cliff was pretty fun in the
It
pajamas.
was fun.
I almost
Yeah.
drowned because it was like negative 30-degree water, but
But honestly, like that's just part of the fun right there. That's just.
yeah, I asked some random kayaker, I was like, please, can I have a ride to the shore because it's dark and I have to swim across to get home. Like, it was a big swim to get back, and it's like
It was
dark
a
once
solid
the sun
swim.
goes over the mountain. Once the sun was gone in the shadow, and I realized I had to swim through the water without it, I was like, I could die, like right now. Like I could actually die. I'm covered in thick, heavy clothing, and I'm tired.
It was crazy because, like, I'm not there, so I don't know like how you're feeling in the jump. But to me, it's just like I'm just filming it. And there's these people that just came up to me on this motorcycles, and I got all this expensive equipment on me, and I'm like, just keep jumping, just keep jumping, and you're like, I can't keep jumping.
Well, like, when I would hit the water, I would go like 20 feet freaking deep. And I would have to swim with all the pajamas up, and it was really, really hard. And every hit was like water shooting out my butthole, or at least potential. But yes, I think that's the one time. That is the one time in my life where I was like, I realized like the danger, and I wasn't afraid, though. I was kind of just like, this kind of sucks, and like, I might die. And then I saw a kayak, and I was like,
You're like, this is
"Sir,
it.
Please, God, give me a ride back."
I don't like this
Because
at
like
all.
a lot of people drown there.
I need
Like if I died there, I would just be another person who was like went cliff diving in the really cold weather and drowned again at the same exact spot.
Sick, man, yeah,
But
stick
hey,
around.
actually have it
We got it
pop up,
on
too.
video.
Emery? Is that your surname, Emery? Listen, Kate, I don't want to brag or anything, but I've gotten 2 people talking to me, and you've gotten 0, so let's just...
I ended the stream a long time ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Probably like right when you started yours.
What? No, it's still up. I was watching yours for a while.
Only for like a minute or two.
Really?
You have like a cool statue or something doing this spot.
Hello, Emery Davis. My audio comes through, right?
Emery? Sick. Yeah, stick around. We're kind of just, you know, reminiscing of old times and building crap. So,
I guess maybe you heard my story.
that's all Kate has.
Yeah, that's pretty much
Pretty
it.
much it.
I have my life is a few moments of near dying, and that's about it. With the
That's really sad. Yeah, I'm doing good. Yeah, you can hear everyone. Sick.
Man, my adrenaline's up after like thinking
He
about
said
that.
it was a funny
freaking-
story. I don't like anything I'm doing here. I should just watch it.
Are you building the Jurassic thing?
No, I'm building the inn,
Oh, that is a good,
but nothing
pretty cool.
I do I enjoy.
There's a builder's one in this? Oh
Yeah.
my
Did you
god.
not know that?
Yeah, I've been using it.
I've purposely.
I have placed down every block.
Well, you haven't built like anything crazy big.
But look at I've replaced the floors like 6
Okay,
times
yeah,
in
the
my
floor
house.
part that's kind of lame.
The last, like...
Emery, what should we build? Oh, you think that looked good? I don't think that looked good, man.
Is the
I-
snowboarding.
The one time that I took you was your first time?
Yeah,
You think
we
this
almost
looks
fell in
good?
the hole.
Or did you like it with the
Oh,
dartboard
did you know that that's
mix?
actually a common way for people to die?
Oh, yeah, I knew that 100% when you started sliding down into it like dumbasses.
Oh, I started sliding. I thought I almost killed you.
It was hilarious, but not at the same time. It was funny in the moment. Looking back at it, it was dumb as hell, but...
Yeah, they're called tree
You...
wells.
I don't.
yeah. We were talking about it when we were there.
I don't really know.
What's funny is,
Okay,
like,
yeah,
as
me
we're
neither.
talking about
I guess we'll just kind
and
of
I'm,
go
like,
with this for the moment.
tired as hell, and I like try to throw
Kinda
my
see what
board to
happens.
like just a safe spot, and then it slides down in. You're like, well, and you just die.
Build houses all the
head first
time.
into
You're probably
the
better than
fucking-
me.
So I was going to like grab your snowboard.
Yeah, because we like
Okay,
you
this
made
tree
it all the
needs to
way
go.
around, but I had rented a shorter board, so I couldn't like get all the way around it. So I had to take off the board and like hike around the tree well, and when I
No,
finally
just
got to
him
the other
now.
side to you,
I don't know.
I like went to throw my board to you, but I didn't ever say
Hmm.
anything. I just like said it in my brain because I was so tired.
Okay.
And I
I
just so
think-
lazily threw it that it just fell down into the
When in
hole,
doubt,
and I
just
just
do the
kind of
roof
slumped
first.
over. And you looked at me like, "What are you doing, dumbass?" And you just jumped into the freaking hole, head first, sliding down, and went and got it.
That's kind of my thing, is like being a hero, you know? No
Oh, play on
fear,
PS4. You're a PS4 person.
no consequences. Hey, PS4.
Listen, I know the constant.
I don't remember that at all. The only thing I remember was
I opened up a granola bar and just watched you climb out of it. And when you finally got to the top, I just handed you another one. You're like, "Thanks." like you were so mad. You love it.
the only thing I remember from that day was I made you go down a black, the first hill we went down for the first time of the day,
Yeah.
and you were
Yeah,
just going
almost
down
there.
it, and then you were like, I haven't snowboarded, and I was
What
like,
about a granola bar?
oh,
They're talking about. I think
and
a
then I was
surf-
like,
a
wow, that
surfing
was like
story.
really, really
Yeah.
good for never.
A
Snowboarding.
snowboarding story, I think, is what's happening right now.
And I feel like that was like necessary to make you like super advanced for the time you'd spend doing that.
Putting him in danger?
No, just
I mean,
making
I
him go
wasn't-
down a super steep hill.
Well, I had gone down that hill on skis before, but I had never gone down on a snowboard, so I knew the hill.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't been paying
But-
attention.
Still, Taylor, have you been snowboarding?
I went on with Highmark that one time.
Oh
I thought it was
yeah.
super fun.
I can give you the quick recap of what happened to
Okay, yeah.
It's
Emery wants to know
honestly-
too, so we're all here.
Oh, okay.
listening.
So the quick recap is the first time I go snowboarding ever was with Cade, and like I originally had gone. I think I went with my dad, but then Cade was there too, and my dad said, "You two just go do your own thing." So Cade and I go up, and he goes, "We're going down the black first."
that's
So we
that's
go
something
down the
Kate would
black.
say. Okay.
And was it the first or the second run that we ended up? I think it was the second run because you wanted to go off of the actual trail the second run. So
The best parts.
the first run, I'm pretty sure we just went down the black slope, and I made it down. You know, not
Dang,
very
nice
smoothly,
job.
but I made it
Nice
down.
job.
And then the
Didn't
second
fall on your
time,
ass. That was good.
yeah, the second time around, Kay's like, "Let's spice it up a bit, and let's go off of the black trail." and
Add
just into the
trees.
woods. Just into the woods.
Wait,
literally
it's like a
just
random,
straight-
like no
straight in.
path. It's just.
Yeah, it's just regular trees, and you just
Okay,
go.
that's something definitely
Literally
Kate would do.
straight.
Yeah.
So then we go and we're literally just skiing through the woods, and Cade is like maybe 15 feet ahead of
Okay.
me, and he stops on a dime as we're going like we're kind of cruising, and he stops on a dime, like literally just stops, and my dumbass
I
tries
saw the coins.
best that I can to slow down and stop, and when I finally stop, I'm like literally right next to him, and look down, and there's like a 20-foot drop
No.
into a tree well. And Cade's just like, "Well, I'm glad I stopped there," and just goes around it. So then I was like, "Okay, I'll try and follow." So I start following, and I slipped into that well, but we got enough speed to just kind of cruise out of it and keep following him. And he's already gone. Like, he's way up ahead of me. He left me behind. If I had fallen in the well, I was climbing my way out. 'cause
And he was
gone.
probably dead. You know?
That reminds me of when we went up to Tooele the other recently, and we went up into the mountain with no path, and Kate's like, I know where we are. And
Wait, is this in my car?
what? No, this was
Oh,
on the
no,
four-wheelers.
yeah.
Like, we're over a mountain. It's
Yeah.
been like 2.5 hours, and we're going through like trees, and Kate is in like a four-wheeler. You know, like he can make it through
Wait.
places.
Mike, let Micah just finish.
Okay, yeah, that's a good
speak
point.
first.
It's-
Sorry, my bad.
Yeah, I'm
My bad,
almost
my bad.
done. So we keep going for like another 300 feet. I finally see him up ahead, and he stopped again. And I'm just kind of going, and he starts moving again. So I think we're all good, and he was waiting for me. And I see it like literally 10 feet ahead of me as I'm still moving. And Cade turns around and looks, and he's like, he points, and I see it as I'm still moving, and was able to swerve off to the side. But I was literally heading straight for an even bigger well that was maybe like 40 or 50 feet down into this like tree well. And Cade literally just, with his huge ass board, just slides all the way around the hill and sits on the other side and just kind of looks at me and just watches for a second. And then he starts getting into his backpack, and I start trying to make my way around it, but I didn't have a big enough board or enough speed to get around, so I take off my board and I just start hiking. And it literally takes me like 5, maybe 10 minutes to get all the way around it to Cade, who's just sitting there doing nothing. By the time I finally get there, because I'm just like pushing through 2 feet of snow every footstep I take, because it's all powder too in the very back.
This is a
So
tree well, Taylor.
I finally get to him. Let me see what the picture looks like. I want to.
Wait, you have the picture?
I have a video of Cade sliding down on my old phone. I need to see if I can get it. I have a video of Cade going down face first into the tree well. Because essentially what happens is I make it to the other side where Cade is, but both my legs are completely submerged in snow, and I see Cade, and I take my board, and I just throw it at him. And the second I throw it at him, I realize my flaw, because as I'm doing it, he was like looking away or looking back down into his bag, and the board just kind of slowly slides down into the tree well, picking up more and more speed. And Cade just looks at me and is like, "What are you doing? Like, what was that?" And he just goes, "Welp," and just gets up and starts getting ready to slide down into this thing. And I like slowly got up and started getting into my bag to eat something because I was dead tired, and got my phone out, and he just head first down into the tree well, slides in, grabs the board, and then hikes out for another 5 to 10 minutes of him trying to get out of the tree well. And then finally both sat there, ate granola bars, and went on our merry way and made it down alive. I don't know how.
Dang, it all comes back to the granola bar.
All came back to the granola bar at the very end.
Dang, and Cade went and got
Nice
your board?
little snack to end it off.
Cade would have made me go
Yeah,
down.
I'll
you
do
did
anything
that.
for
to
food,
my board.
You know me.
That's a good point. Yeah, so, okay, another story. This will just be stories.
That was my first day snowboarding.
That was your first date.
It's a pretty great experience, you know?
So, up in Twilla, where we usually film everything. Wait, Micah, weren't you there?
Yeah, Mike was there because my brother and Jacob was there too.
I was about to tell this whole
Yeah,
story,
yeah.
and Mike is freaking there. I guess I'll still tell it for all the viewers that we have. So, well, now it's not even fun because Micah was there.
I mean, well, good story.
It's just a good story.
I had another story, and I just realized both of you guys were there for that too. You remember when I climbed that rock in Arches?
Climbed. Oh, the one where you almost fell off the side?
I don't think
Yeah,
I almost
you
fell, but like if
totally
I
almost
did, it would
fell.
have been bad.
What do you mean? Your foot slipped. You were grabbing like the top ledge, and you were just like messing around, and then we looked down. It's a sheer just drop.
You know that movie with Sylvester Stallone where he like
That's
climbs,
generic.
and he's like hangs on the cliffs?
No, I did.
It's cliffhanger.
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, it's just not funny because I don't know the movie.
I mean, we could keep the stories rolling, I guess. I'm sure there's
you
more.
can tell the haunted hotel one.
The mental
Yeah.
asylum? Yeah, that was fun.
That's like our best story we have. I don't know. Like out of all of them, which I guess isn't very many. But...
I don't even remember like how it started.
Well, we went like the first day, right? And then we tried breaking in, and we found a spot. Unless it happened all in one day. I don't remember like.
It probably just happened all in one day.
Because we pull up and we see a couple cameras around the place. because there was that one at the main door. Do you remember that? And we walked up to it, and like the door was chained, so we couldn't get in. And then,
So this is, I don't know if anyone's watching, but this is like a massive abandoned haunted house. Before that, in like the 30s, was a mental asylum for patients.
so yeah, it was like a.
But that's not even the craziest part, I guess. Realistically, is the fact that it's in like the absolute worst neighborhood you could probably go to on the other side of the
with
tracks.
no lights, like oh
And
my gosh.
There's no lights because there's nothing but train tracks and industrial district around it, and so it's like, even if there were lights, it's like the place where people get shot.
Which could have very well been us that night.
Yeah, I found heroin needles nearby there before.
Oh, I thought those were just yours.
That was fun.
So, we get there the first day, or the only day, because I think, okay, was it the day before that we went to the other, like, garage area, and then when we were driving out, we saw the asylum, and so then we decided to come back to check it out, because I
mean, either way, you can just tell the story for where it happened. The fun parts, I guess.
Okay, so what time did we go? It was pretty early, because it was like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And so the sun was out, and we go and park behind the building, and no one's there.
We were a lot younger, too.
Yeah. It was
A little scarier.
Yeah, but so we brought your brother along with us, because hopefully he could protect us or something. And then we also brought like
he can take the
huge
bullet.
knives, but we decided to not bring those in, just in case like the cops got called on us. And I can't replay this stupid block. And so we start looking around the building to see if there's any entrances. We found one that like led right into the basement, but we thought that was kind of a bad idea to start there, to climb through this broken window. So we decide to keep looking, walk around, and there are these boxes. These like, wait, was it boxes? I don't know. It was just these things that we were able to climb up, and then there was a broken window on like the second story. So we climb the boxes. All three of us get in, and the journey begins. And so we didn't really realize, I think we knew beforehand that it was a previous mental asylum turned into a haunted house. But like right as we climb through the broken window, the first room has like blood splattered all over the walls. And
hey, if you look it up on Google,
does your picture come up?
My name is the one that takes the pictures. Yeah.
So
I'm a local guide, by
oh
the way,
yeah.
if you don't.
So the first room we get in, we don't have any lights on, and then we all turn our lights on, point out the wall, and there's blood everywhere, and we freak out. And then we see like caution tape everywhere, and we're like, what is going on? We then remember that it was previously a haunted house, and so as we're exploring, we start seeing like all these other things they used in the haunted house. And it was that's like a really funny part at the beginning. We're on the second story, so there's a first story, a basement, a second story, and then the roof. So our plan was we turned on all of our lights that we had, and then we went and cleared each room. We wanted to make sure that there weren't any homeless men that were going to kill us, and I don't think we were going to really do anything if there were homeless men in there. Probably would have just screamed and ran. And so
I'll post a link in the chat.
oh yeah, so all four viewers can go check it out. Leave a like on our Google page. And so we're in the first couple rooms, and we're going through, and there's a lot more blood and cryptic writing, and it's super dark, and we keep going through the rooms, and then we get to this one, and there's like this overhang looking the main looking over the main room on the first floor, and there's like this old like cafeteria area. It was really scary, and so we keep looking around, and at one point there's like this old video like theater, and all the chairs are like completely destroyed, and so it was like it was super freaky, like right out of a horror film. And we keep looking around. Nothing's on the second floor, but as we're walking to the end, we see a white truck just fly by this.
I love the picture, Micah.
That's the one I always remember when I think of your Google photo. Sorry.
Oh, is that the chicken one? Okay, this is a weird.
It's the horse head one.
Yeah. Sorry, that's what I meant. So, where was I? We were talking about. Oh yeah. So, at the end of this hall, if you can imagine it, there is like 12 rooms headed down this huge long hallway on the second floor of this abandoned building, and the whole corner of the building is completely sheared off, like completely broken and open to the outside. And it's now pitch black, and so we can see like some of the street lights and the industrial area, like buildings down the road. And so we're looking around, and as we're like in this room, there's like this like fake safe that we tried breaking into to see if there was anything in there.
Oh, it's filled with some.
Yeah, it was freaking heavy. And
yeah.
As we're there, we hear and see this white truck just fly by the opening.
Wait, this is on the roof, right?
No. This is in the second floor, because remember we saw him 3 times. So he flies by, and we're like, okay. So we continued on searching. Did we go to the first floor? I think we went to the first floor first.
We explored everything before we went to the roof.
So we go to the first floor, and we start exploring that, and there's kind of like the same general things that the second floor had. Nothing crazy. There were like leftover boxes that had lights and like extra caution tape from the previous haunted house. And so we kind of see that, and then we decide to check the basement. And this was freaky. Like, completely pitch black. The stairs were like...
Thank you, Emery. We are legends.
Yeah. I don't even know how to explain it, because it just, you had to be there. But it was pitch black down there, and we were way too scared. And then I think Cade's brother just walked down. And so then we followed him, and we were checking each room, and it was flooded in this one room. Like, there were...
Oh, yeah, there were, like, holes in the floor, but they were filled with water, so we don't know how deep they were, and there were, like, gas cans in them. Perfect place to hide a body.
Perfect place.
Just if anyone needs to know, but...
So, yeah, if you need to know, we put the link in there. So, and so we...
Just go a little Dexter.
Exactly. We go through all the rooms, and again, there's nothing crazy. There's a freaky... what am I trying to say? Storage area with all these shelves, and then some other kids had been there, and they spray painted prom ? On one of the walls. And
Yes. I have a funny video. I'll put that in the chat.
That was kind of funny. Do you still have that video? No way. And so that kind of happened, and then we had checked everywhere. There was nothing. There were no homeless men waiting to kill us.
Heroin
addicts. And so we were kind of ending it there when we double-checked upstairs on the second floor as we were going to head out, and we saw there was this little closet. And inside of the closet was this rickety old, ladder. So we hop into the closet, and we each barely fit through this ladder that goes up to the roof. Now we're on top of the roof, and we're on top of the roof. Sorry, Mike was climbing up the thing. We're on top of the roof, and we are looking over it, and we can see a couple pedestrians, these people walking together down the street, which, I mean, that's freaking crazy. I would never walk down that street at night, let alone break into an abandoned
I think we shined
And
flashlights.
yeah, we used to shine flashlights at these people, and they turned around, and we thought we were all funny and stuff. And then we see the white truck pass the same exact direction that we saw it the first time, down on the second floor through that broken part of the building. And so we're like, And as we're on the top, we're kind of like, we're goofing around, running around up there, flashing our light at things, and the white truck passes again. And we're like, okay, I think that white truck has passed like 3 times now. Like, this is crazy. This is kind of starting to freak me out. And then it passes again. And we're like, okay. But instead of continuing going straight, it takes a hard right and goes down the road going behind the mental asylum. And we're like, what? And so...
Didn't even know there was a road back there.
Yeah. There's
nothing
nothing.
back there.
Completely pitch black. Like, we thought it was just empty.
It was like trees.
And so then it takes another right. So now it's like driving directly behind.
It's driving through the field
Well,
now.
yeah, it's going on. It's turning onto the field, and then it's driving directly at the building. And so now we're really scared because we were just shining our lights at people. We're in this abandoned building in the scariest part of this town, and we freak out. We like stop moving, and we're like, it's coming for us. It's coming for us. Oh my gosh, it's right there. He's coming right now. And so we start running. But the bad thing is, if you can imagine it in your head, the building, he's driving towards the back of the building. Well, where he was like slightly left of the of this camper that was like dividing the building in half. If you're looking down at the ground.
Like, there was like a construction camper, basically. Barely giving us like 8 feet of vision so he wouldn't be able to see my car.
Yeah, Cade's car is like right next to his car. And the truck, we hear it, and then it turns off. And we're like, we pretty much think we're dead at that point. There's like this random white truck just stops behind the building, and we hear the doors open. So we start sprinting down this hallway. We're freaking out. We're like quietly screaming at each other as we're sprinting down super loud. There's glass on the floor and rocks and dust and dirt. And we finally get to the broken window. Now, the broken window is a solid 10 feet off the ground. And we were like climbed up and scaled the wall to get in, from the beginning. And
Side note, the flashlight that I gave to Taylor, it's like this mega high beam flashlight, but
okay,
it's
did you just do
broken.
something?
So when you shake it, it'll just turn on.
Yeah. Sorry, 1 second. It's like when I get inside the house, my frames just drop. What the heck? Okay, I just didn't know if like you did something, but sorry. What did you say, Cade?
The flashlight I gave you was broken. So when you would shake it, it was like the super powerful one. It would turn on the strobe.
So it would just start flashing the light.
And so we're sprinting through the dark to get to the window, and the flashlight just turns on and starts strobing through all the windows in the building.
And so I put it in my
And
chest to try and block the light.
I just jumped without the window.
Yeah.
I slashed my hand on some glass on
So
the
yeah,
way
the window
out.
isn't completely like perfectly clear on all the sides. It's like shattered through the middle. And so, right, the truck's there, and we hear the truck turn back on. And so we're worried that he's going to come around the camper that's blocking our car from theirs. And so Cade, like, just full-on swan dives and launches himself out the window and hits the ground and starts running towards the car. Okay, this is about, like, 25 feet to the car. And on the way there, you have to go through, like, 2 fences and all these like bushes and stuff.
It's dark.
It's pitch black. We're not using any lights because we don't want him to see us. So Cade hits the ground, starts running towards the car. Cade's brother jumps out the window, hits the ground, and starts running towards the car. And sorry, I went a little bit ahead. The truck hadn't turned on yet, But right as Cade's brother hits the ground, the truck turns on. And so I'm like, shoot, they're gonna kill Cade and his brother. And they're already down. They left me. Like, I'm still a little bit down the hallway, and I get to the window. They're already on the ground running for their lives. And so I'm like, do I jump? Do I hide in the building and wait for them to... something to happen?
Die.
And so I wait for a second, and the truck is on, and I launch myself out the window, hit the ground. Well, Cade and his brother are already in the car at this point. And they turn her on, and the engine revs, and I'm running, and as I run through the fence, there's a piece of barbed wire on the ground. And as I'm running, my foot hits it, attaches to it, and I do a front flip over into a bush, okay? And I freaking destroy my knee. It's bleeding everywhere. And so I'm limping into the car, and Cade and his brother like yelling at me to get in. And all three of us get into the car, and Cade races off, gets on the road, and it ends. It was just like such a crazy, it was just a crazy adventure going through this abandoned mental asylum / haunted house that ended like a YouTube video that we didn't film.
Yep. We didn't actually bring any cameras.
Nope. We did a couple videos.
I don't think we did much of that back then.
It was just it was crazy. So yeah, that's a little bit of a story, I guess. Besides that, we don't really have very much. Hey, what am I talking about? I'm scared.
Sure, we got all of
so are we.
Colorado.
Yeah, I was just gonna say we have Colorado. You should tell the Colorado story.
What's the scary parts? I remember the
arches.
giant buff guy.
Well, let's just tell the whole story and just see what happens.
Man, where do we start? So, okay. Let's start 6 months before we go on this trip. We're like, hey, we just turned 16. We can do whatever we want.
Nothing can hurt us.
So, at this point, it's just Taylor and I.
Well, and another friend.
Oh, I guess Taylor, Mike, and I are all part of the Uncut Gaming channel, if this is not super clear. Which probably it's not. But, no, we don't do vlogs.
That's another story. We'll get to that. We do have an old YouTube channel that we used to post on, and most of the videos we are going to talk about aren't on there.
Including the Colorado
including the Colorado one. And it's not that we did want to put them on there. We just didn't care after some.
We do have some cool short films, but...
And you have to remember, this was when we were 15, 16, 17. And then we stopped doing our main things. Oh wait, is Ranger up? No, Ranger's not up.
I think it is.
Took it
oh,
off.
except it's got the render thing, but it's fine.
Anyway, just keep going.
We plan this trip out 6 months in advance, and we write this crazy itinerary, and I go through every road on Google Maps and take pictures. And
well, why did we do this? Why did we do
details. That's so we can prove to Taylor's parents to let him go on this 5-day trip.
At 16.
At 16, yeah. We save up, and we have another friend. A few months out, he's like, "I'm gonna join you guys."
So yeah, we've planned this for a solid half a year. We've done all the budgeting. We have a 15-page Google Doc talking about all the reasons why I should be able to go and how we'll be safe and how everything will be paid for. And
yeah, we're planned.
We're all gonna share it, right? We're all gonna share the money, not the cost.
Split
exactly.
the costs.
And so nothing can go wrong at this point. And now it's a week out.
So it's okay. It's more like a day or two out,
yeah,
honestly.
I guess, it's more.
And our third person says, "Hey, this girl that probably might kind of like me. I also like back. She wants to go to the movies on the weekend, and I'll be gone."
And we were like, "What are you
so
talking
I'm gonna have to cancel.
about? What do you mean you're gonna have to cancel?
Wait, what?
you've planned this with us for the past four or 5 months now, and we've counted on you to help take some of the costs off. And this girl has said
We need
she's
someone to
liked
carry
you
around all
multiple
this stuff.
times, and nothing's ever happened. So you're gonna leave us for a movie date instead of a 5-day road trip to Colorado, filming like some of the coolest things ever. And we were just.
And yes, he didn't come.
That's-
So we're like a day out, and I'm like, "Hey Taylor, do you remember playing like a couple of games with Micah?" Like, just like talking in Discord.
So yeah, Mike and I, we occasionally played CS:GO together, and Minecraft for the first time very recently. And so we had just barely begun, like, kind of hanging out, becoming friends. And so, but the only time I'd seen him was on the computer playing those games.
His cat snoring.
Yes.
No.
I've been wondering what that noise was for so
Is
long.
my mic picking it up?
Yes, I just
Yeah,
had
alright.
something moving.
I thought there was like a fan or something. I.
Nah, she's animal.
Okay. It just caught me off by surprise, and I realized what it was.
I don't even know where it
Sorry
was.
about
I'll go push the talk.
I don't even know.
Okay.
Where were we? I don't even know.
Anyway, Micah, you have input on this one.
I kind of have input. I just got hit up to go on a trip with a day's notice and said, yeah.
Well, Cade
That's
comes to me and he's like, okay, dude, like, you know Micah? And I'm like, yeah. He's like, well, he'll pay $300 his parents will give him $300 to come on the trip with us. And I was like, okay,
I'm like, he's in town.
cool. Let's do it. And so in one day, Micah figures out with his family, and he's able to come on the 5-day road trip to Colorado with 2 other 16-year-olds. And so he brings him over to the house, and I walk outside and I'm like, listen, Micah, you and I have been friends for multiple years now, and we really like each other, and you're super cool, and we both enjoy playing games, and it's awesome. He's like, okay. I walk in, I'm
Sounds
like,
good.
Mom, Dad, this is Micah, the friend that I hang out with all the time. and they're like, oh, it's nice to meet you, Micah. And I'm like, okay, it's working.
We've known each other for like 3 months online.
It's
First time they met in person at his house.
Literally the first.
and so it totally went perfectly. We're all hanging out as friends. But at the same time, Cade was going through some hair changes.
Oh yeah. I also got pulled over on the way over with Micah. But
Wait, what?
I don't know if I was going like really fast. Anyway.
Really? I did not know that. It's probably a good thing I didn't know.
Yeah, I evaded. I was like, before he could turn around, I like drove through the neighborhoods, and we just decided not to tell you his best interest. But yeah, so I was in a rough patch. We'll just say that I was emotionally devastated.
Yeah. Your whole life had been ruined.
And yep, it was over. And I dyed my hair blonde, but I am a guy and I've never done that, and I tried to do it on my own. So it became orange,
Like full on Super Saiyan,
like brass.
like over 9,000. And
Well, it wasn't over 9,000 yet. It was just kind of brass. And I was like, we need to fix this before the trip. So your mom tells us what to buy. We go to the store, we buy it. I do it again, and now I'm Super Saiyan.
Like the hottest yellow orange.
do you have a picture? You
Super
should
Saiyan.
totally put a picture up.
I'll look for a picture. You continue the story.
So Cade dyes his hair, and he's leaning over the sink, and he turns around, and Micah, my mother, and I just burst out laughing, like the hardest laughing ever. Okay.
Hey, 1 year ago today, we got denied for that job at Syracuse.
The car one?
Yeah.
I hate her so much. Another story. So, yeah, he turns around, his hair is like spiked up, completely orange, and we just die. And Cade, you can see like it all like hope in his face is just lost, and he's so worried about what happened to his hair. And he looks in the mirror and I don't even remember your reaction to yourself, because it was just
I realized I needed to go back to the store.
we need to fix this now.
So we ended up just dyeing my hair black.
And it looked fine.
I liked it. The black was
Black
good.
was good.
So that morning, it was time to leave.
Like this all happened in the same day I met Micah. So we get in the car. It's pretty early. We just all taken showers, I think. And so we were like all awake and ready to go. And we get in the car, and in the first 10 minutes, I pass out. I'm just full on sleeping on the chair. We haven't even left like my town yet. And Cade,
Yeah, I made it to like quite a ways into another state before you guys woke up.
so Cade is alone. It's completely silent, and he's just like he's driving us all the way across the. I mean, not across the United States, just to Colorado.
No, that was
Yeah,
another
that's-
trip. We did that.
Yeah. And so that was funny, and I don't remember what happened next after that.
We just saw some cool stuff, I guess. I don't know.
Because when did we stop for the... Was the first main thing we kept missing turns?
The first main thing was when I pulled the actual map out for the prop
Oh, yeah.
to like use as our
We got
guidance
so
system.
lost.
So my cell service just like decided it was no longer going to work wherever we were, and mine was the only one that had the specific routes and not just the quickest like GPS way there. So
Oh, because we wanted to go a certain way that was like super
yeah, like
cool.
the fast way.
Yeah. No, we didn't want to go the fast way.
We wanted to go the
Yeah,
scenic
yeah.
way, which added many hours.
Many hours.
And so we're at this T. We're in the middle of nowhere in this forest. There's literally just a T in the road, and it's pouring by the way. And every freaking step we go, for some reason,
The most annoying part was that for the 6 months we had been planning this, we were always like, we gotta make sure we leave during the week, that it's going to be the nicest, sunny all the time, like, just perfect. And we're watching it the week coming up, like, that we're going to leave for this 5-day thing. And the week that we leave, it rains in every single spot that we drive to. Like, no location there was not rain. So, that was stupid. That really made me mad. Oh, sorry.
how's the house coming along in your vlog?
It sucks.
Or your
I'm not a big
Nice.
fan of it.
So we're doing like this adventure story, and about a kid that goes on a road trip for looking for treasure, and he's got this treasure map, and we actually had a real map that we just found it and thought it looked cool and mashed it up, and luckily there was like a slice of the state just happened to be the same one we were trying to get to, and I'm like, we're pulling over the side of the road, and I'm looking at the actual map that we tore up and crumpled and lit on
burned
fire
and
to make it look
Windex.
vintage. And that is how we made it to our destination, was a crappy map that we used.
So
That was a lot of
So
fun.
we're driving. We finally find the route that we're going on, and we're going through these mountains. And we had planned this. We wanted to go through these specific mountains because it just looked the nicest for the video. We wanted to show like just
I just remembered we made the trip again during the night because of Jacob.
yeah, that's another story. And so we're driving, and then suddenly going through this mountain pass, there's this huge stream going through the middle of all these mountains, and we're like, we have to stop. So we stop and we start getting some video, and then we decide, why don't we just like walk into the stream? Why not? So we get out of our car, And we begin. Sorry, I'm saying I gotta do this. Okay, we begin like taking our shoes off, and we hop into the stream. And then, as we're in the stream, it starts pouring rain. So we get completely soaked, like all of our clothes, and we're still like 5 hours away from our destination. Like we are nowhere close to being to where we need to be. And so, so we finally get out of the freaking water, and we get into our car, and all of our clothes are completely soaked, and so we're like hanging our shirts out the window and then letting them dry with the wind as we drive to our first like location where we're gonna stop. And it was just a terrible time the entire way, the entire rest of 5 hours with our wet clothing.
I got a really sick photo.
You got a sick photo? You should send it in Discord. I'll put it up on stream.
I'm gonna see if I can find it.
We should make just like a like for the Dusty Wheel, just like make a. I'm having a
You're having an aneurysm? Get it out, I believe. I've been having that same problem.
Just like Discord voice channels. Just for like, or text channels, so we can post a lot of random crap in there.
Wait, what?
Anyway,
I threw it.
just like the pictures, like Micah's picture and whatnot.
Oh, you mean in our Discord
links.
channel?
Yeah, just in our Discord, and just let people have access.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. So where are we right now? We make it to my Oh, hot tub.
Yeah, we make it to his grandparents. We have the best burger in the world while he tells us the sad story of his youth.
And we don't even talk about the story. But...
And then
wasn't it about like this piece of land and land?
Yeah, we don't need to talk about the story.
Remember
Yeah,
that, right?
we can just
Yeah.
We'll brush over it, but I can't believe I remember that.
And sorry, it's just funny. And they have a hot tub outside, and of course, where we go, it pours.
It always rains.
Like ungodly amounts of rain.
It's never.
Even though it's literally the hottest week of the year everywhere in the United States.
But where we are.
So we're like, whatever, let's just crank this hot tub up and bro
And it's
time.
not like
We
the
have
biggest
this
hot tub.
Chill.
But it's not like it's still a nice hot tub. It was cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can keep going.
The entire experience was physical.
We were not 5 feet apart.
Definitely not.
And yes, we had some bro time. It was fun. We were out there till late. I don't really have anything to share about the hot tub.
The
But...
only information coming from the hot tub stays in the hot tub. So
oh yeah, it
that was the packed rule.
the hot. Yeah, that was like the saying. So, what's our first destination in the morning?
Oh, it's Garden of the Gods.
Was it Garden of the Gods?
Oh, did you send the picture?
So Garden of the Gods is in Colorado, and as we're going there, we realized that we made this one mistake, this one little tiny little thing in all of our
I don't know if you guys can
6
see
months
that.
of planning and itinerary. But we didn't write a script or buy the props or plan out the video.
It's kind of hard to see, but sorry, 1 second, Kate. I'm showing them the.
You missed your favorite part.
I'm sorry.
too.
Yeah. Okay, I'm back. Say it again.
I can see it. It is good on there.
Sorry, what part did you just say?
The only thing we forgot to plan on all of our 6 months of doing it is the video.
The actual video that we
The
just
scripts.
came
the
here to do.
props,
Yeah.
And everything. All we have is the locations. So, I think... Yeah, so we're like, wait, what do we go to the Garden of the Gods for? Like, I find a clue there, but what do I find? And we're like, well, I don't know, like a piece of paper, a map? But how do we find it? So we just make up on the spot. We're going to put it in jars. So we just go to Walmart, buy some jars, and we're like, oh, this staff looks kind of cool while we're there. We buy that, and we're like, this will maybe come in handy for another clue.
didn't we buy art supplies too?
Oh, to put the gem on the
Yeah,
stick.
yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, we didn't do anything. We ended up just doing none of that.
We just decided to like use the whole of the strap that was like
Yep.
on the stick that we just and looked through the.
Oh yeah! Oh my gosh, I totally
So-
forgot about that.
Should we just like post the video in there?
The
We have the
Colorado
video.
video? No
Yeah.
freaking way, dude. It's I don't even know what you're saying. I don't know if it's okay to post.
It's there's no audio done because we kind of gave up. But
I'll think about just muting it all, and then we'll do like a
yeah,
rough-
maybe we'll Oh, that's a good idea. We could just mute it. So we go to Garden of the Gods, and I draw a little mountain, little like arches, in my notebook that look
Kate, you're
like
missing
the arches
main
there,
part.
and I like hold it up, and I'm like, "This is the
You
place."
missed the main part.
And wait, what's the main part?
We get
raining
there,
again?
yeah, and the whole park, like, it's completely
yeah.
full. Okay, this park there's everyone there. It's popping right now, and right as we drive up, it starts raining like freaking crazy.
And thunder.
Like, yeah, like no one should be here right now. And we pull up and we're like, oh my gosh, is this really gonna happen to us throughout the whole thing? And yes, it does. And and so I use a plastic bag.
Throughout 3 states.
I use a plastic bag as a camera guard for the rain. And then right as we spend like a solid hour talking about what we're gonna do about the rain, it stops raining. And so everything's like wet, the entire place, like all the floors and stuff. And by the way, this is looking kind of good. Now that I'm looking at it, okay. And so it's completely wet everywhere. And so we run out and we start filming. And like Cade said, we got to the top and we didn't plan anything because originally he was gonna hold this notebook that we got up towards the rocks, and then it was gonna like fit the same angle of the rocks
to point towards where I'm supposed to dig.
And so we're up there and we didn't draw anything, so the angle we get is like pointing at him holding the book up, and it just looks like he randomly is just holding a book in the air reading something. And then
And also on top of this, I didn't think at all about acting. The fact that I'm the main character, because I just like filming stuff and like having fun. And I'm like, wait, there's like people here now, and there's just like all these people and like girls just like staring at me, and they were laughing at me as I'm trying to act this scene out, and I was like, I'm gonna end my life. I'm gonna do it after this. I swear.
This is the end.
So I push through it. I find this jar. Cool. I found a jar.
He finds
found
the
a jar and some loose rocks.
and we start covering it up, and then we get the angle, and Cade goes to the one bush, surrounded by other bushes, and he just happens to kneel down in the one spot where the treasure is, or what we think is the treasure, and he digs it up, and then he opens the jar, and it's another map. He looks at the map, and then he runs out of frame, and now he's driving again. And so that's the transition to the next part of the film.
Is this next part sand dunes? Where do we go? Yeah, I think we were at the sand dunes.
Is it sand dunes after this?
Yeah, we went and left in the morning. The next morning.
Oh, so yeah, we stayed at their place again, and I think we did the hot tub thing again.
Yeah.
What was
So
that?
now,
Yeah.
we're going from what? You like my little hand?
Okay, it should be back now.
Slight pause there. Okay.
Here we go. Okay, let me just make. Are we back? Does everyone hear us again? Emery, you still here?
So, it's like your stream. Is it just me? That's just me. And we pass the exhibit. You guys remember, right?
No, I don't remember.
Come on.
Oh,
Come on.
Oh, yeah.
Alligator.
Yeah.
Well, we don't pass it. We pass the billboard.
Yeah,
The sanctuary
We're-
in the middle of the desert.
At this point, we're just out in the middle of the desert, driving nowhere. There's no roads. There's cars going like 150 down the thing. And no civilization for miles. Not a single building. And then suddenly, there's just like a shack in the desert with like a small swamp in the backyard. And there's like a big signs that say Colorado's like alligator exhibit. and we should have stopped there. I'm telling
We
you. but
should have.
I'm gonna see
We
if I can
didn't.
find
Well,
it on
okay,
Google
so a
Maps.
funny thing that I'll bring up now is, like, multiple years later. Like, how long ago was that? I don't remember how long ago that was. 4 years?
Like 4 years,
So
maybe.
4 years ago, this happened. We saw this random alligator shack in the middle of nowhere. One billboard that said, "Hey, come check out our gators," and we were worried, but intrigued, and so we didn't go. But 4 years later, I'm in Colorado again for a family event, and I'm walking in the hotel, and as I walk by, I look at like their brochure stand that's there, and I'm looking around and I'm like, oh, this looks cool, and it's a gator exhibit, and I look and it's right next to the sand dunes, and it's the one that we saw, and it's a legit business where you can pay $15 to go see gators. And so it was just like a totally random thing that happened. Oh, it's so funny, but you can keep going.
Changing the title real quick.
Found it.
Boom. Okay. I didn't mess up the video, right?
I don't think so. I think it's still working.
All right, got this back up. I added story time
okay.
to the title because it's what it is.
I don't want it that there.
Anyway, we get to the Great Sand Dunes, and this is my favorite part of the trip. I've been waiting 6 months for this part since we planned it, and I'm obviously irritated from driving a lot
The whole way.
over the past couple days, and we get there. So interesting thing in the sand dunes is right up against a giant mountain that's super green, and there's like bears and stuff,
Do we
which is not what I expected to be next to the largest sand dunes in the
do we
U.S.
have any pictures
There's
of that
bears
that are easy to find?
of the sand dunes. Yeah, I got plenty. I'll pull some up for you. And
Oh, this is my
I
favorite part.
threw a link. I threw a link of the gator place in chat, but I don't think it worked. But it's there if you want to look at it.
Where'd you put it?
let's see, where did you
Let
put
me
it
just
at?
copy paste
In general?
in the chat. No, in like the
Oh, in the actual.
stream chat. Yeah, but I'm not a mod, so I don't think it actually made it a link.
Oh yeah. Oh, you might have to put it in Discord, and then Cade can switch it over. Dude, I like how Emery's just
Throw it
sitting
up.
here listening to our old stories.
Thanks for sticking it out with us.
Exactly. It's been fun to actually talk.
I know you have nothing better to do.
Oh yeah, definitely. Nothing else.
Is that the link? That is short.
I shortened it so that it would fit in chat if it was one.
Gotcha.
They're funny. Well, thanks.
They are. Thank
They're
you.
also kind of scary. We're getting to the funny part right
Where are
now.
we? Oh, go yeah. This is the funny part. It's a little sad, I guess. But
Which
so
part?
we get to the sand dunes, and
This is
just
the
me
worst part.
flipping out.
This
Yeah.
is the one where
This
I was
is-
saying like.
This is
the
when I
soft sand-
screamed the first
This
time
is
in my
when-
entire life.
He screamed, you cried, and I just moaned. the entire
Okay,
time.
one second.
The first time I've ever been mad in my life.
Cade
Pretty
was
much.
such. He's like, guys, come on! You're really gonna stop walking up the huge mountain?
Wait, we haven't even talked about it.
Okay,
First.
I'm just saying.
So,
freaking Cade.
We get to the
Ugh.
sand dunes, and they're massive. And I guess we expected that since they're supposed to be. And I'm like, I want the angle to be in the middle, and you can't even see the mountains, and it's endless sand dunes. So I'm like, we're hiking this crap, and we're just going. So we're trekking, and they're carrying loads of camera gear, and I'm like, I'm the actor,
Okay.
I don't need to
By the
carry
way,
this.
loads of camera gear. Let's talk about this. We had a full
Like,
crane. We had a full
like,
camera
3
bag.
tripods, the camera crane, the
The drone.
drone, super illegal.
Shh, shut up.
And we got a freaking sick shot, by the way.
I might be able
And
to post that. I can show,
We could
I
probably
show
post
it up
that.
just on stream technically.
get sued. Just a quick 12
Oh,
grand.
actually, yeah, maybe I'll rethink about it.
It's yeah, we can post it. It's fine. So I spaced out. So we're climbing
wait, you
this.
missed the
and
whole- you missed
we
my
first get there-
climb.
Oh wait, we missed the beginning part. So we first get there, and we've done the entire trip, by the way, in flip flops. I forgot to mention that we're the flip flop bros on this trip. It is because Micah didn't bring any shoes, I think.
I only
Right.
wear flip flops.
That's it.
Yep.
That's just.
So we decided to join him.
Whoa.
Why else, you know?
Cade decided to join him. I mean, right now
Okay,
I was
decided.
wearing them, which was a bad idea.
Well, I only got like my actual first pair of shoes that I wear this year. Flip flops. We were the flip flop gang.
So we're just like, flip flops are gonna be too hard with the sand because now I don't know if you've walked in the beach in the sand, but it sucks. So we just take them off and go barefoot.
It's a
And
bad idea.
oh my god, the sand is scorching.
And I don't.
Like, this is the one time it's not pouring on us yet. And it's scorching. Just absolutely terrible. And I looked it up, and it was like the sand gets
It was
like
the hottest it had
150
been
or
that
something.
year. That.
And it was also the hottest the sand dunes had been, yeah.
So, and I don't think
So probably more than
Cade's
150.
description is enough for how bad it was. Like legit,
Oh, I'm still going,
it's
yeah.
like Satan was peeing on me. Like
Well-
that's
whoa.
how hot it was.
Okay,
no,
there.
I 100% will always say it that way because
It's like Satan was just licking my feet, tickling them.
okay. Legit, I
So-
broke down to my knees and I just cried.
Yeah, the pain was because you can't just like lay on your knees because then you'll get scorched somewhere else. Like nothing was safe. Your ass, you get burned.
You don't understand.
Like-
It was the most pain I've ever felt in my entire life. And Cade, like, we're all freaking out, and we had to walk a mile from our parking spot.
Maybe even more than that.
Well, the way back, it was way
Oh,
worse
just to the parking? Yeah.
because it was hot. But, sorry, it was not hot. It was raining. But yeah.
Yeah, we didn't want to take the chance my car got stuck, so we just had to book it. So
So yeah, now we're at the
we're at the dunes now, and it's still super hot, and like you can minorly escape it now. Like your feet are kind of numb from the pain.
just
I don't know if you like, you know, when you like kind of burn your hands with like you like touch a flame and it kind of just scorches your thumb white. It's like that on your whole foot.
It
Yeah.
was better to just endure it than put the shoes back on. Just
Yeah.
a bit more to put
well,
the
if you
shoes
had
back
if you
on.
had shoes on,
Yeah.
the sand would just collect inside of it.
Yeah, the sand would then cook your
Yeah,
feet.
it was just not good. So
So Taylor, I will say you were a little
okay,
naggy.
I
not
was
gonna
only
lie.
nagging because I was saying a fact, which the other sand dunes
So,
were way softer than
You
this.
were upset
I was
that
not upset.
the sand dunes were coarse and they weren't like the silky
I
soft
was
ones
not.
back home.
No, I'm saying in the other ones you could
And-
jump and not get hurt from any height that you've jumped
Yes.
off of, and these were like it was just
It wasn't
tile.
like a cheese grater on fire, I know. So anyway, I'm mad because this is my favorite part of the trip. And I'm like a dune over, so I'm super far away. And he's like, I can't do it anymore, Cade. I don't want to be here. And I just turn around and like the only way to hear me is if I just scream. And I'm like, shut up! Freaking
And it was
lose
legit like the climax of like a TV show, and they like finally get to their destination, and everything just went silent.
Yep. Dead.
Yeah, they did shut up. Everyone did.
Everyone.
And I was like, you know what? I guess, like, not everyone does want to suffer anymore. So,
No, I pushed through, but at
and
that
yes,
point in
Micah,
my life,
you did super well. I know
at
that
that
you
point
did
in my
not
life,
want to do the
I
fitness.
had done no fitness for like
I'm
literally
proud
2
of
to
you.
3 years.
Because that was
I-
hard.
I did my best.
So, we decided to film it all there. That was a lot of fun.
Well, we stopped at a certain point because Cade legit climbed up, honestly, a mountain. Like, he climbed up an entire mountain. And Mike and I couldn't stop him. Like, he wouldn't let us stop. He would just keep going. And so,
Nope.
what Mike and I realized, we had literally all the equipment. We had the Ronins, we had the cranes, we had the cameras, we had everything. And so Micah and I,
And Cade's up ahead with a
Yep.
stick, pulling himself forward up the
I had a backpack.
oh yeah. And so
with the water. And
The water and the snacks.
Micah and I just sit down on the ground and we just stop moving. And he's like, "This is the only time we're ever coming to the dunes, and you're gonna stop?" And we're like, "Yeah. Yep, we're stopping right here. We're not moving anymore."
Like, please.
And he's already
we
like,
had full agreement that we weren't moving until we both.
yeah, and he was already to the top of the next mountain. And first of all, it would have taken us forever, and we already were running out of light. And so Cade to the top, and he full on launches himself off the sand dune and just runs down this mountain.
If you haven't been to those sand dunes and been to others, they are not silky soft
No.
ones like that. It's basically just
It is
like
just like
pebble dunes, but like
with
sharp.
bugs in it, which will come up later.
Yeah, with really angry bugs.
And so Cade finally comes down and we start setting everything up and we start filming. And I think this has been Cade's best acting yet because he was so pissed off at me. Like he looked like determined and mad, like, and it was awesome.
And I beat up like I was just got scorched.
Exactly. And so it
That got kind of weird there. Just read the comment. It's probably talking about the devil licking your feet.
I mean, I didn't say licking, but sure. Yeah, that's
Kissing?
we can just stop bringing it up, honestly. We just don't even have to talk about it again.
So I debuted.
Yeah,
and it was great.
pretty good. And we also didn't know how the story was gonna continue, because, like we said previously,
Oh, we have to introduce a bad guy at this point.
we didn't plan a story out for the 5-day Colorado road trip that we spent like 6 months preparing for. So Cade and I then say, okay, we need a bad guy, and that's where Micah comes in.
Hell yeah.
So
I'm so scary.
so Micah,
I'm the scariest bad guy.
So, how was your acting debut, Micah? What did you say the experience was like? Were we good directors at the time?
I mean, maybe, but I had just climbed an entire mountain. At least that's what it felt like.
That was on
that was
fire.
on fire.
It was
So,
not fun.
but we got some pretty decent, like, little scene out
Well,
of that.
it's a decent little scene if you don't think about it at all, because we realized, how are you supposed?
Because how does he get out
How
there?
does he get out there? How does he know where to stop
Also,
and
who-
find the treasure that's buried somewhere randomly in the middle of the sand dunes? How does that happen?
We never even answered who he was. Like, why does he know about the same treasure that I do? It doesn't even make sense. How did I even get the treasure?
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Like, how did I start in this adventure?
No, I don't like that.
And anyway, he just magically appears in the sand dunes and knocks me out with a stick.
Like Cade
And-
points the stick down. He looks through the hole on top of the stick because that's where he was supposed to do it, I guess. And and he finds the spot. So he gets on his knees and he starts digging randomly in the middle of the sand. And then you see Micah come over the hill, grab the stick off the ground, and full on just whack him in the face.
Just beat me to death.
And then Micah picks up the jar that has the other piece of the map and takes it. Now, before he takes it and Cade gets knocked out, Cade's able to see where they go. Okay? And that's when we get to the arches.
Well, wait. So before we get to that part,
But before we leave.
we decided it would be like show some time has passed by like burying me in the sand, and the sand is like thick and heavy, and there was something in there biting the shit out of me, like something hurt me. And so I come out of the sand and I'm covered. I gotta send this picture because it's
Okay, I'll
awesome.
put it up.
I'm covered in freaking dirt, and then we feel the water.
Wait.
And
You
yes,
first have to.
it's time.
We have to pack up everything. And we legit set up all of our equipment, and we didn't even use all of it. And so we're taking it all down, and right after we're done filming, thunder starts going off, and the rain starts hitting us, and we're like, no way. Like, no way does the rain follow us again. Like, this is some BS. Like, everywhere we go, we can't get away from it. And so we finally, we get everything packed up, and now we have to walk back. But we didn't realize when we walked back, like, we walked a long ways, but it didn't feel like we walked very far because of how hot it was. So we were probably just running straight through the sand at the beginning. And so it's drenching us, and it's drenching all of the camera equipment and the camera itself. And so we're trying to, like, cover our stuff and get back to the car in a good amount of time that we can get the car out of where we parked it. So Micah, Cade, and I were drenched. We're freaking sad, and we're running back to the car, and we finally get back, and that's how the sand dunes ends, with rain again.
Yep. And then we had to drive from southern Colorado all the way to Aspen after that, without showers or anything.
Yeah.
And wait, no, I think we just drove through Aspen. And we just
We
kind of like
stopped at a
checked
rock
it
though.
out. I think that was, I don't remember when that was.
I think we did stop at the rock.
But we got to Hanging Lake in Glenwood Springs. That was our next
we went to a
destination
freaking hotel.
of cool stuff.
Remember the hotel?
Yeah, we got to the
But
hotel.
remember we forgot to film everything at the hotel, so we had to get out of the hotel at like 12, and we slept in till like 11:15. And so we wake up and we're like, crap. Sorry.
And all of these scenes, Mike is just asleep in the corner.
Yeah, so we have to like re-put the room back together so it looks like no one's slept in it. So we clean it all up and we film Cade's scenes, and we just hide everything in the second room where Mike is in. And we finally get the scenes, we get packed up, and we head out. Now, this is a crazy thing because this is the crazy part because Glenwood Springs was a major part of the video. The waterfall we wanted to head up to, or sorry, we didn't even know there was the specific waterfall.
Yeah. We just knew there was a cool ass lake.
Like a solid
thing.
mile and a half up the mountain. And we're driving there.
It's the fact that it's like straight up that's pretty crazy.
Yeah, it's like Batman Begins when he has to go get like that.
He goes to the flower.
Yeah. So we're going up. We're going to this place. And we're in this huge line of cars, and we're like, crap, like what? We have to get going. And we finally get to this police officer that's letting people in. And we're talking to him. We're like, yeah, so what about drones? And he's like, oh, drones? Yeah, you can't bring those up. We'll fine you $20,000, and we will take it. It just happened twice today. So I would not bring that up. And we were like, oh, well, thank goodness. And he told us that. We drive into the parking lot and park. And right then, the police officer closes down Glenwood Springs, or whatever, the waterfall area that we went to. So no other cars were allowed in for the day. He completely shut down the whole place. So we were one of the last cars that were able to get in. And so that was a miracle that we even got those clips. Now you can tell the whole flip-flop story.
So, we're still the flip-flop bros. Nice and strong. Hey, Micah, could you shorten this URL?
Yeah, I can.
My Google Maps page actually, like, highlights the trip pretty well, because I posted so many things on it. I'm a local guy, level 6. I get, like, 2 million views.
See how no one cared?
Yeah, no one cared. Like, but officer, I'm a local guide on Google.
Sir, you're
So,
underage stream.
so, I'm liking the tavern, by the way.
Have you seen the outside?
Yeah, I've been watching the stream.
It actually looks pretty nice. A lot better than I thought.
So, Flip-Flop Blows, it starts. And this is like super cool hike, but also super rocky and steep. And I'm gonna throw this. This is this has a bunch of the pictures over the
Is there
course
anything
of
we
the
need to
trip.
be careful about when I post
That
it?
URL.
there anything like in there that's sensitive information, or is it all good?
No, this is my public
Oh, okay.
page. Unless you don't want them to like see some pictures of you, I guess.
Nah, I don't care. Okay, cool. I will.
I mean, if it is sensitive, 2 million people have seen my photos, so it's a little late.
Yeah, it's a little bit late. Okay.
Anyway,
Did you send it in?
I put it in the YouTube chat.
Okay, let's check this out.
So,
Where are the pictures at?
like, the first, 5 minutes in this hike, my flip-flop just snaps, and it's time to die. It was gone. So I'm like, I could do this anyway, so I just, take off my other flip-flop and decide to hike the whole thing barefoot. And, of course, it starts pouring, just so much rain. And
Where the heck are these?
and the way up was super good, and we climbed up everything just fine barefoot. Everyone was like, dude, you're crazy, you must be like one of those granola nature guys, barefoot. And I was like, funny story, no, none of that. And I'm so tired.
Oh my gosh, that's the problem.
We get to the top. Is that the next part?
Oh, so I mean, you could describe kind of like the climbing up, like that one part where the rocks, where it was like a cliff.
Oh yeah, there's this part where there's it's a cliffside, and there's naturally made steps that are over a foot tall each, and there's just kind of some stakes in the ground with chains.
Okay. Is this
And you just go for it and climb up the thing.
Let's see this really quick. Okay. See it.
So. Oh god.
It's bad quality, but.
So we get to the top, and this thing is awesome. The lake is so beautiful, and it was everything like the pictures, and even better in person. And we actually threw Micah in, in the background of some of the scenes, as kind of he was following me the whole time. And
you zoomed in on this break randomly.
Yeah. Oh, actually, there was some very, very attractive girls on that hike, and yes, I'm gonna add this in.
Okay. Okay.
That's all I remember from it. I'm sorry.
That's fine. I understand.
And this super attractive woman comes up to us, and she's like, "Oh, can I take your guys' photo?" I'm like, yes. And she takes my phone, and she's like, "Oh, it's on the selfie mode, haha," and pretends to take a picture, and we were just like, we've never talked to them before.
Yeah, we're really ladies men right there.
Yep, we play Minecraft and slay the ladies. It's kind of our one talent.
It is.
It's we are a rare breed. So we had Mike in, I run around the scene, and so we overhear someone. They're like, "Yeah, there's a cool waterfall up," and we're like, "Wait, there's a waterfall up here?" And it turns out it's right above the lake,
And it's way cooler than the lake that.
and it's so much cooler than the lake.
The lake was pretty.
We
cool,
walk
actually,
up there.
but
It is still pretty, but it wasn't cool. And there's this rock that has water shooting out of it. It's not just water falling. It's just shooting out at different spots. And it was super cool, massive waterfall, super loud, and then there was this giant pool formed, and there were rocks with holes in them, I guess, filled with water. And we were like, yo, what if we hid the jar inside of one of those things, and then I find it while I'm walking around. So we do exactly that, except I busted the glass mason jar. So when I go in to grab it with my hand, I just slice it open.
You sliced your
Yep.
finger open.
I'm so tired. I'm gonna let you take over.
So, he slices his finger open, and in the video, he keeps acting with it, and so his hand starts getting bloodier and bloodier as we're going, and I'm I'm filming it, but I'm like, kid, are you okay? Like talking to him, and he's trying to act at the same time. And then we finally get the shot, and we stop, and he's like, oh my gosh! And we check it, and it's cut pretty deep. So now Cade has like glass fragments.
There's blood
in his
everywhere
fingers,
too.
and he's bleeding everywhere. But the adrenaline of like enjoying the experience and like everything happening was like, it was just super cool. And so we kind of, I mean, it was really painful for you. I'm not saying that happened, didn't happen, but
Yeah, I'm just cool. You know?
but it like, we kind of like forget about it. We head back down, and that's like, we kind of ended there. So we get back into the car, and we head over to the dunes. Sorry, not the dunes, the arches. And is it nighttime now?
Wait, you forgot the staff. Did you find? Wait.
Oh, the staff.
Did you put
No,
that
I
in
didn't
there?
put the staff in there. So to continue the story, we needed him to find the staff in order to find the missing map piece, to find the treasure. But then Micah comes back and beats him with the stick. You know, it's a really convoluted story. And so we have him shove the stack in the back of this mountain area, and he puts it back there, and we walk away. We start to set up our scene, and then this couple walks over, and they're like, "Look, there's a staff back there." And so they start crawling inside of it, trying to grab it, and we're like seeing what would happen. And they turn around and they see us with like this pretty big camera, like rig. And I forgot we didn't have the Ronin back then. It was just the crappy handheld stabilizer. And so they kind of walk away, and we get to do the scene. Now Cade walks over, he grabs the staff,
I like crawled in there.
before we were like, wait, how are you gonna find the staff? Like, how do you know it's in this random area? And he's like, okay, I'm gonna pull out a piece of paper that I somehow found at Garden of the Gods, and I'm going to make up a riddle. And he's like, beyond the storm's eye, there's a cave with water, and in the water there's a staff. It was better than that, but that's kind of like the general gist.
Actually, it wasn't bad. It wasn't.
Thanks. And so he says like this random thing off the top of his head, and I was like, dang, that's pretty good. Like, for a random thing, that's pretty interesting. And he walks over, grabs a staff, and then we head out. Okay? So we're walking away, and we grab all of our stuff, and we head down back to the car, and we make it out. Well, at this point, we didn't have a hotel to stay at this night. It was like, we didn't plan on having one. We were like, oh yeah, we'll just sleep at the dunes, it'll be fine. And it...
Oh, in Arches, yeah.
Sorry, I keep saying dunes. I mean arches.
I honestly forgot about this, like, being in the same day. All this happening in the same
Yeah.
day.
Yeah, it's freaking crazy.
That's a crazy ass day.
And so we start driving, and we get to the arches kind of late. Was it pitch black already? I don't. Was it pitch black?
Yeah. We got
Okay.
there and it was all closed.
So it was closed. So we drive straight into it.
I did have a plan though. Like, originally we were supposed to go to the camping site that was at the
Oh
top.
yeah.
And when we get there, the place is all it's when I say top, it's as far back as you can go on the Arches Trail. So it's like, what is it, like an hour
Like, it's a
drive
solid.
after you enter
Maybe
the
not
gate.
an hour, but finding it took us an hour. I think it's probably more like a 30
And we get
minute
there,
drive, but yeah.
and it's all like bulldozed and covered in dirt and construction and guarded
And it's
off.
like, come back later to come see it. They're like, come back to stay at the campsite. We're currently working on it. And so everything is blocked off and bulldozed in, and we can't get in. Sorry, I interrupted you there. You can take it back.
Oh no, you're good. So, yeah, I wanted to stay there. I was like, maybe we can just sleep in this parking lot, and there's like an RV that's like scarily parked there
Sorry,
too.
the server's restarted.
But
So
you're good. But I didn't have cell phone service at the top, so I felt really uncomfortable hanging out there. Plus, I didn't want to die of boredom in the car. And I was like, let's just find a spot, right? We'll just go drive along this road at night. It's pitch black in this whole
I could
place.
pull up the video and kind of like move through it as we talk about it if you want. I don't know.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea, honestly.
Okay. You can keep talking. I'm gonna find it off stream.
So we're driving along this left side of the road, and finally we decide on a spot, and we're all freaked out from watching scary videos and like just being dumb kids. And so we're parked on the side of this road, and
because like it was super smart of three teenage kids.
I think we got out first to just like check out the area, and we were just laying on the roof of my car, and we saw like a whole bunch of shooting stars. That was really cool.
And by pitch black, like
And
it
we
was
could hear-
pitch black, and we were
It's
we
it's
were parked
black.
behind a
Like a big rig
yeah,
trailer.
It was a trailer. So yeah, sorry, that was just another part of the story.
So we're just sitting out, and we could hear tons of echoing from all. It would go in a complete circle around us. We assumed that there were like big rock walls surrounding us or something. And then
And so you have to remember, this was this was many, many, many years ago. So we look a lot different.
So we're sitting in the. So I was like, all right, I'm going to sleep. And we try to sleep at first, but it is hot as freaking balls out there, especially cooped up in a car with 3 dudes just sitting in it in the night. And oh man, I am so small. I remember that 70 pounds ago.
Oh gosh.
Good times.
Oh gosh.
And this is the sand dunes right now.
I skipped.
At least on
So
my
now-
view of the
yeah,
live
now we're
stream.
here. It should switch over. Because we don't have like nighttime.
So-
this is just like
Yeah, we didn't film at night. And I was like, I'm just gonna roll down the window, and I don't care if someone like stabs me with a knife through the window while I'm sleeping. I'm gonna die if I don't.
which
get
wasn't the best
cool air.
description he could have made before we all went to bed.
Yeah, so Mike has been in the backseat the whole trip. It's kind of like his place, you know. He chose that. I didn't put him there.
It's been his
And-
place.
It's his place in the back.
I mean, just look at the storytelling.
So Taylor's like, I'm going in the back to not die because Cade needs the window.
Well, it wasn't just roll down. It was like someone could put their hand in there and just like grab me. Okay?
Someone could just stab me with the... Yeah. And Taylor's just like jumps in the back with Micah, and there's also like the cooler back there and all of our food. So Micah's just like propped up on the seat, half the seat, while Taylor's laying on the floor.
Like, and you have to remember,
Right
you have
under
to
him.
remember, I bet Micah 3 days ago. So,
And finally, we start to pass out, and I'm like, sweet relief.
we all
And
go to sleep.
I'm sleeping,
Like we're all.
and then I just hear. I'm like, what the It was more like a bang, though. That was like
So
a
it was like
knock,
a-
and it was kind of
Kind
disappointing.
of like that, or
It was like a slap on the window. I don't want to slap at 5 a.m. And I wake up and I'm just pissed. I'm like, oh my god. I'm like, Taylor, quit knocking on the freaking window. I'm trying to
now
sleep.
I'm passed out,
And
and
he's like,
he wakes me up, and I'm like,
uh-huh.
huh?
I'm like, Taylor, quit knocking on the window. And he's like, I didn't knock on the window.
And I woke up
He just
immediately,
wakes up.
like full on. I'm aware. And he's like, "You didn't?" We wake up Micah, and Micah's like, "What?" We're like, "Did you knock?" And he's like, "No." And
Bro, I went back to sleep immediately after that.
I am ready to die at this point.
so
After all that
I
I've
don't
been.
remember anything else other than saying that.
Oh, we missed our burrito fight on the way out.
wait, the one where I got mad at you?
The second time that we got mad
No,
at
that
each
was
other.
towards the end.
No, that was before we almost died.
Well, freaking Cade.
Oh, we missed all of the Qdoba.
Oh, so throughout the whole story, throughout the whole video, this 5-day trip, we're passing Qdobas. And Qdoba isn't like a very small like restaurant. Like they're everywhere. But when I grew up in Chicago,
But not where we live.
I used to eat there a lot. So I always want to stop at Qdoba's when we see one. And Cade has this stupid rule where he has to go to IHOP at every single place he goes. And since he's driving...
I've been into IHOP. Oh, wait, I haven't been to an IHOP here in Texas yet.
Cade, that's not part of the story, okay?
Okay.
And so we're driving, and each Qdoba, he's like, okay, we'll stop. And then he'll go on the side of the lane by the exit ramp, and then he'll just drive right by. And I'm like, really? Really? You're not going to stop? He's like, no, we're going to stop at the next one. We're going to stop at the next one. Well, this goes on for like 5 Qdobas. I'm getting pissed off. And
You could scrub through the video, too. Just kind of let it play in the background.
Okay. I'll take that. And so...
Skip back a while.
Okay. Here, I'll just start from the beginning. Okay, so... I can't watch it or I'll get distracted. So we're going to the Qdoba, and we just had stopped at IHOP because Cade wanted IHOP, and he's driving.
That's what I do, bro.
So we stopped there, and there's a Qdoba nearby, and I was like, this is my only freaking chance that Cade is going to let me get Qdoba. So we stop, and I get my Qdoba, and I get my burrito. And this burrito, right, I've been waiting so many hours to get this freaking burrito.
The last Qdoba actually in all of the next stuff.
And all of, like,
The
we
next,
have
like,
to go back
state.
to get it again. So this was the last Qdoba until our way home. And so we stop and I get my burrito and I'm like, okay, I eat 3/4 of it because I just had a huge IHOP breakfast. And I'm like, hey, Cade, you want to try this? And he goes, yeah. He grabs my burrito. He takes one bite of it and he goes, that was good, and chucks it at me. Like, full on just chucks my burrito that I've been waiting.
It was more just like
No,
a
it was
toss
not.
because
It
I'm
was not a
driving.
toss. You full on.
It's kind of just like, I
Screw
can't
you.
hold
I don't even want to hear
burrito.
your side of the story because it's not true. Okay.
Micah sided with me, but it's
Mike
fine.
was in the back. Okay. Nothing Micah saw was true. Okay. He chucks this burrito that I've wanted for so long right at me, and that was the tipping point. Okay. That was it. There was no going back after that. So I get mad. I'm like, why'd you just chuck my burrito at me? And he's just laughing at me, okay? Cade is just laughing as he drives. And it was just... After that, it was like silence for the whole car ride until we got to the next place.
And, you know, like, you grabbed the burrito and smashed it into my
Okay,
shirt.
yeah, I did that. But you deserved that. So we didn't need... Yeah, whatever. So, wait, where are we now? Where were we?
Oh, yeah, so we leave after the knock on the window.
Oh, yeah, so the knock on the window happens.
And it's like, all right, we're just going to have to go somewhere. So we leave Arches, and we go into Moab, and we find just a Maverick. We just found one. Pull into the back, and we just pass out there,
We
man.
pulled in the back of this random Maverick. We roll the windows down, and we kind of just hope that we're going to be okay. We wake up, and all of the Maverick workers' cars are parked around us. And we're full on just, like, laid out, sprawled in the back of this car.
Dusty, dirty. I'm covered in blood for my thumb
And
still.
so we walk into this Maverick that we've been sleeping behind, and our hair's messed up, our shirts are freaking all disgusting with all this mud and stuff. Cade still has glass in his fingers, so we go in to buy tweezers. And so finally, we get the glass out of his hand, and we get all kind of, like, new clothes on. Did we get new clothes on? I don't remember. But we grab our stuff, and we start hiking, okay?
Oh, no, we go to Denny's, yeah.
Oh, yeah, we went to Denny's and we got some food, and
You
we
look
looked
homeless.
homeless, yeah. And so then we head onto the Arches hike. Okay, finally, we make it there. Do you want me to scrub ahead, or do you want this to just keep playing as we talk about it?
Hey, you can just scrub ahead.
Okay, so
I got distracted watching young Cade.
now we finally made it to Arches, okay? As you can see from this crystal clear 720p shaky footage. And we film us arriving. Is Mike in the back still? No, Mike is out behind me. And we start heading up. Okay, now this part of the story, I'm going to pause it here. This part of the story is kind of weird. because we just left the sand dunes part where... Here, maybe I can find it. Scroll back here for a second. He finds the jar. There's the camera gear in the background, but forget about that. He pulls out, he sees it, and on this part right here, he sees that we go to Arches, okay? But at the same time, Micah comes up behind and it whips him in the head, right? So he's out.
My character wears a GoPro. It's cool.
Pretty cool. Okay, so now Cade knows he's going to Arches because that's the next part of the story. So he heads there too. Cade gets out of the car, okay, and we start hiking up. Now this hike wasn't terribly long, but it was...
It was pretty hot,
was
though.
really
It was
hot.
like the first time it stopped raining.
And so we head on over, and we're getting cool shots of Cade climbing mountains and over hills, and this footage, dude. I remember it was so cool back then. And we head up to the arch, okay? And we're gonna skip ahead for a second. If we can find it. That's Cade over there. This actually is one of my favorite shots. So we get up there, we're filming, and there's all these people. We come over the edge, and bam, we finally make it to the arch. And he looks back at me, and I'm like, what are you doing? Look away. And so he pretends to look the other way. Drops down. Now, this part of the story doesn't make any sense because right as he gets to the arch, he turns back around and he leaves. There was no point
This is where...
to go to the arch.
Yep.
The story doesn't make sense. So we drive all this way, we hike all the way up to the arch, and then Cade just runs down this hill, and then it switches to a completely different area.
And then it gets weird.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Oh my gosh.
I'm like, okay, time to run aimlessly into the desert. And I do. So this is a totally different location now.
But there's a funnier part to this. Because I think...
But it gets even crazier.
We switch. Pew. Now Cade's suddenly back in his car, right? Why is Cade suddenly back in his car? Oh, he's probably leaving the arches, right? That makes sense. So, he gets out. And you're expecting, okay, maybe there's another landmark that he's going to, you know. For some reason, Arches was the wrong one, so he's going to the other arch or something. He drives away. And now suddenly, we're at Bear Lake in Utah. And...
This is in Idaho, actually.
Idaho? Sorry. In Idaho. And we filmed this entire separate scene because at the end of our road trip, okay, this is like 2 weeks later, okay? At the end of our road trip, we planned to go to this little cutout in this mountain area. And it was really cool. Like, you could, like, swim in it, and there was, like, this huge, just, like, right in the middle of this mountain area, there was, like, this cutout that is a big tourist item. So we get the gear, and we hike out there, and we get there, and there's a lot of people. There's like, probably 10 people there. And it's not, like, huge. It's, like, a small cutout. And the drone, I'd have to fly it around all these kids and these families, and they're all in their swimsuits, and so I decided I didn't want to fly the drone. So we were like, okay, I'm going to bring the gear back to the car, because it wasn't a terribly long hike, but I'm going to bring the gear back to the car, we're going to switch to our swimming suits, and we're just going to hang, okay? We're just going to chill here for a bit. Well, Cade does not like this, okay? And so we head back to the car, but Cade, full on, like, goes Usain Bolt and heads up in front of us. Like, Micah and I are carrying the stuff, and he's just going, okay? Similar to the sand dune situation. And...
Wait, where are we at right now?
This is in Moab. We stopped.
Oh, we're going to the lake. Okay.
So,
the Not Bear Lake. We're going to the...
this is before. So Cade heads off in front of us. We're like, okay, maybe he's just going to go get changed before us.
Yes.
And so then we get to the car, and Cade is inside of the car, backing the car up to leave. And we're like, what the...
I was flipping it around. To
Oh,
put the gear
yeah,
in.
sure, whatever. Micah
Yeah, I was just gonna
definitely-
leave you guys out in the desert.
No, you were turning around to leave, and Micah and I were like, what the heck is happening? What is he doing? And so we get over there, and you're like, we're going. We're just going to leave. And we're like, what do you mean we're going to leave? We're going to change. We're going to head out. And you're like, no, we're just leaving, okay? There's no point to go back. And Micah and I are like, what are you talking about? We drove all this way. We're going to go swim. We just didn't want to film the drone shot. And he's like, no, we're just leaving. So Mike and I, we put all of our stuff back in the car. We just hiked this whole thing twice, and then we drive back home. And this whole time, Kay doesn't talk once. Like, legit, we drive all the way back to where we dropped Mike off at his hotel where his family was staying at. And then we drove another hour and a half back home, not saying anything, until, like, the last 15 minutes when we started talking about this song, high school idea. For another video. And so it was completely silent for like another 4 hours. And Cade almost fell asleep right at the end while driving, and he dropped me off, we moved the gear in, and then Cade and I didn't talk to each other for like a solid 2 weeks. And it was just like completely silent. And Cade went on another camping trip, and the trip ended so weirdly.
But then, right after the camping trip, we went to Bear Lake.
Bear Lake, and we filmed this stupid scene where now he's suddenly here at Bear Lake, and they finally found the treasure.
4 states later, and we have this video.
So now we see Micah, the bad guy. He's in this random spot on the side of the lake, and
He's got an escape plan.
so Micah's up swimming across the lake.
What's funny is how we shit on Cade's hairstyle.
Yeah.
What is on top of my
Oh gosh.
Finally, some redemption.
So we filmed this really funny water fight scene because
Because we had a GoPro and we never
We
used
never
it.
used it.
That's the reason
So
why.
it goes from like no action to all action. So we hop in the water and we're filming this fight scene together. And Kate actually did a pretty good job cutting it together, and the sounds definitely add to it. But it's actually pretty crazy. But yeah, so now we're here, and they're fighting over the last treasure that this whole video has brought you to. And Kate is destroying Micah currently. Oh my gosh, and then they do this hug swing thing that I really liked, and then their legs. Here we go, and then bam, punches him, and then...
Are we fighting or are we...
Are you watching the stream with me?
Micah gets a good right hook in, and then Kate grabs his legs. This is the dumbest fight scene. I love it though.
Bro, I couldn't see anything the entire
And then
time.
Kate chokes Mike out.
That was the...
Okay, that was a cool flip though. I really like that flip. And so he chokes Mike out very convincingly.
Bro, what the fuck is this?
And Cade backs up, and this is the best. This is
I look like I'm giving you a nice neck massage in the
this
water.
is the best shot, right? So we have
I get,
Micah.
I get trapped so...
We have Mike in the back, and right as I turn around, he's going to like lay like his dead body's in the water right there. So Cade swims over. This is the classic shirtless
This
shot
is everything that's led up
right
to.
here.
This is the treasure we bought in Colorado.
Okay, Cade's like limping. Right, it was just a crazy fight. Takes off his shirt, and I follow it, and I know that was a bad idea. So we head over here to the rocks. And wait, you can see her on the ground. I never realized that. Wait, I didn't realize that, dude. What the?
Oh, just that chick
No,
over there?
look at Sarah.
Oh, yeah, no, I always do that.
Okay, sorry. We have to explain Sarah really quick. Sarah is the angel statue sculpture thingy that we found at a random grocery store on our way over in Colorado.
Oh, no, we bought her in Moab.
I don't remember where.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Here's
went
the
to a
one.
market in Moab. Just
It was
yeah.
before Denny's.
It was not before Denny's.
Yeah, it was.
Really?
Yeah, went inside the gas station, then we went to the store, then we went and got food. And
Oh. Well, yeah, so we hop in there. We're like, so how are we going to end this video, right? This doesn't make any sense. How are we going to end it? We need him to find something. So we find this angel statue, and we call her Sarah. And we bring her along the road trip the whole time, and I accidentally rip her wing off as I stick her out the window at this one part.
And drag her
On the
asphalt.
asphalt. But, right, so Cade finally kills Micah, and he heads over here, and he starts digging for
We
the
don't know
treasure.
still.
Okay? Chucks the rocks away. More GoPro shots. This is perfect. Chucks it behind himself. By the way, we're going to pause really here. Emery, thanks for sticking around. This has been great.
Yes.
So, Cade.
Taylor, you should get the Discord thing made.
Yeah, I can do that. 1 second. I want to finish this off.
Yeah, no, you can finish it.
So, finally, after all the rocks just keep regenerating, and he pulls it off, he finds Sarah. And he's like, what the... Wait, I think...
I don't think there's audio from the video.
Yeah, there is.
Not in the stream.
Oh, it's not coming through?
Yeah. That's alright, we don't need to do that.
Wait, my voice is in the end? No way. No way. Okay, so I guess we kept that part in. And Cade grabs Sarah. And
bro, I'm just swimming in the back.
I know, you were alive. Gosh dang it. Oh yeah, Emery could hear it.
Oh, I have the YouTube video muted.
So he throws Sarah in the back after this crazy story, this 20-minute long video that we made. And he hops back in the car to finish it off. Bang. Now, like 8 months later, we decide to film the ending of the video. And Cade comes home from the long car ride. Actually, I'm really proud of this shot. I was really proud.
Remember when
of
I
it.
used to have that car?
Yeah, I remember when you used to have those shoes.
Remember when I used to dress like that?
Yeah. Remember when we used to finish videos? So Cade walks away. And this is the final part of the movie. This is Cade coming to terms with what he found on this road trip.
You think my hair was back to its normal color by this point?
I am right. Micah.
Micah is not a man. Not a Damn notebook.
That was our first swear word in a video. That was pretty
Okay.
crazy. I'm actually really proud of this scene. He gets so mad.
Every page.
There's a decent delay on this.
And bam. He grabs it and he smashes it. He starts sweeping up all the remainings of the dead Sarah statue on the ground. I really like this shot too.
Man. Sarah's the only name we could ever
I
come
know.
up with.
But what's on the ground? What did he find? When he broke open Sarah, he found the next clue to the treasure. And that, my friend Emery, is our Colorado road trip that we never finished a video for.
Or started
it. Or wrote anything down, and you just followed us through that entire story. So yeah, that's it. I know you were probably expecting something cooler. Nope. That's it. That's the end of the video. That is all we filmed. That was funny. Oh, thanks. That means a lot. Yeah.
Thank you.
We know. We're kind of the best. We write videos very well.
Should we give like a slight preview to Ranger?
I can. Emery, do you want to see something? If you're gonna still stick around, we'll show you a little piece. I'm gonna do this off stream.
Also, side note, my mic is really bad.
Yeah, it is. It's terrible.
Like it's rough.
Emery wants to stick around. Okay, Emery. Let's do this.
Let's actually show something like kind of decent.
So, this is one of our more recent videos. It still has kind of some of the shakiness, but the acting is probably still on the same level.
It's the same level.
Hey, okay, whoa.
But
okay.
the filming,
Listen.
the filming is really good, and I'm thinking I'm just gonna skip over the audio part. Okay. Okay. I think it's up. Are you guys ready for this? Emery, I hope you're ready. This is what 4 years of practice changes in visually, I guess we could say. Here we go. Oh, I guess before I'm not telling you the full Ranger story currently. We'll do that in a different video. But Ranger is a park ranger who goes out because there's a report of some missing kids in this Tooele area, so he goes to try and find them. That is the story of Ranger. So, here it is. Gosh, I hate that scene. And then we do something like this, and we skip ahead because we don't want to watch that part.
Hey, Cade's getting closer to his final form here.
Closer.
Just another 15 pounds or so.
Gosh, I want to go refilm this now that we have your Ronin rebalanced. It's funny that a cowboy drives a Buick. It's actually a police car. Okay, Emery? Gosh. How could you be so naive? I'm dead serious.
Well, that cowboy no longer has the
My
beard.
grandma drives the same car. Well, your grandma must be a cowboy then.
This is a safe cowboy, okay?
Oh gosh, such a terrible. I want to refilm this right now.
Yeah, we've definitely gotten even a lot better. I mean, I'd hope so. We're getting paid money.
That's a good point. That's
Now.
a good point. That's such a good shot. I still like that one. I can never think of it any other way after you've described it, Cade. I feel surprise attack coming. Shh, we're not there yet, Emery. Stop trying to guess things, okay? I feel like we should stop there. And continue it for another live stream. And we should tell the Ranger story about the old Ranger and Mojave and new Ranger. And we shall continue.
None of the good parts have happened.
I know, but we just gotta keep Emery on his toes. Okay, I know, Emery. You wanna see it, but it's been like 2 hours and 45 minutes.
All in favor of Taylor's Dome.
Wow. Okay.
It's 3:15 in the morning. And I want to watch my beautiful.
Listen, we gotta just finish with this Ranger. How about we'll do the next live stream and go over the story with the original.
Okay,
Ranger.
and then we can watch it again there. Fine. You've forced my hand, I guess. Play it.
You can't beat.
There won't be a lot of commentary though, because this is after this, it's the best part of the film. So, we'll talk to you afterwards. Okay, Emery.
There's like a full second delay on the sound.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it sucks.
Do you want me to pause it, put sound on it then?
It's alright.
Yeah, sound isn't going to be perfect since we're playing it to the stream, but...
Hello, Ranger.
And that is Ranger. That is some of our most recent work. We know it's kind of amazing, but... You know what I was just thinking about too, Kate?
What?
Like, okay, Emery, you gotta come with me on this, okay? What if Micah from the Colorado video was Micah in this video? and you are coming to find the treasure in Tooele. And now you guys are grown up. It's been 4 years. And that's why he smirks at you in the end. Just imagine that. I think that's a good sequel for the video. For Ranger 2 or Colorado Road Trip 2.
It's like a mashup of
It's like
the
a mashup, yeah. It was an origin story. We never realized.
That'd be pretty
But yeah,
fun.
right? Emery agrees. I think we should make it happen.
I bring back the
You
hair.
bring
in
back, I
Colorado,
think you'd
maybe.
have to bring back the hair. Yeah, right? Emery says that would be good. So listen, I'm just saying. Well, Emery, thanks for hanging with us. That was fun. I actually,
Micah, is that all good? Real quick.
Yeah.
Is everything set?
made this inn look pretty freaking sick, honestly, if I do say so myself. Starting from the bare bones. Remember that, Emery? Remember what it looked like at first? It looks pretty nice now. I think there's some more work to be done. It feels really like it's kind of dark. I feel like I need something to brighten it up, maybe some birch somewhere. But I think it, all in all, looks pretty good. We'll have to do the inside later, but the inside we will do while we talk about Ranger and everything else. But yeah, it was fun, man. Yeah, when he first got here, it was just a chimney. I know. Now look at it. I can't believe it grew to this. This is not what I was expecting. Yeah, and the other guys, they have their cool little houses. I'll show them off really quick. Micah has this really sick, kind of like duplex up here. So I'll come show it off really quick. So here's the house on the outside. Some nice plants, a mailbox, and here's the inside. Okay, let's take a tour. You got a nice lounging area here, and his little personal studio up top.
Oh yeah. You doing all the houses? Here, I joined in the game.
So down here, this
I'll
is
come
the
say hi.
stage. Okay, this is the stage that Micah made. I mean, I think it worked out very well. I like all the speakers and everything, and the chairs. Looks very nice. And what in the world is this? Whoa, did you like deck this thing out, Micah? Or is this just like a statue that it comes with?
1 second. It's just a statue.
Then you got down here his little enchantment room soon. And then we got our cars with his garage door. We'll just raise that. And we'll drive on over to Cade's place. We'll take a look at it.
Wait, where did you go?
Nope.
Holy crap, Micah, you really expanded your base.
That's mine. You can't drive it. It's
Yeah.
not going to work. Wish I could show you my house. Yeah. One second.
Micah has a pretty cool
I
setup
know,
here.
Micah's pretty good. Well, ding dong. Welcome. This is Cade's house. He has this really nice modern looking kitchen. I love the brown or the dark wood countertops along with the toast. I like this reading area a lot. I think it looks a lot better without the table.
Still under
Oh, I didn't even
construction
see
a
this
little
extra.
bit, but,
This is really nice. This is well done. I'm liking this.
I'm gonna add a bathroom,
humidifier.
downstairs kitchen, and some bedrooms.
And then we got this sick. I made this really cool garage door like tunnel thing that leads out to the outside over there. You can kind of drive.
Oh, and I have security cameras to spy on everyone.
You can drive the cars.
Here, you
over.
want the control monitor?
Sure, I'll take a look. We'll take a look at who. This is his house. This is the garage. Is this the tower?
The one way up there?
Oh wow, I think that is the tower.
Oh, you built it right next to it.
Whoa, have
So-
you got night vision yet?
Not yet. No.
Dude, look at the stream. It makes it daytime.
Oh yeah, I knew that.
That's freaking cool. Go to 5. This is Micah's upstairs. Kind of weird. Number 6. This is right outside my house. And number 10 is my house. How do you get out of here? Okay. So we'll take a look at my house really quick. This is the Taylor shop. Get it? I mean, you don't get it because you don't know my name, but my name's Taylor. So here's my cool staircase that goes up to my streaming setup right here and my webcam. And then my cool bed right here. And on the outside, we have this cool little patio area that has all these like chests and stuff that are freaking huge. And that leads to my mine as well. It's kind of basic right now, but like you saw, just barely, I made this really cool inn up here. That looks sick from far away. Oh my gosh. This looks phenomenal. I was going to say fantastic, and then I said phenomenal. Yeah, this looks fantastic. What? What are you doing? What are you doing, huh?
But I'm just adding this.
What? What are you adding?
Oh, I just made the Discord.
Oh, cool. Emery, thanks, dude, that was freaking hilarious that you ended up staying through almost 3 hours worth of us talking about our freaking adventures and our little films that we made. Thank you very much. It was cool, and we're excited to have you back later. I think Cade and Micah set up a Discord thing if you wanted to join. I know you asked about that earlier.
I just put that link in the chat right now.
You should be able to join that and hop on over. We made like a little text channel that we'll write in every time we get on to
There's
stream.
a voice channel as well, it looks like.
There's a voice channel as well. Okay, cool.
All right. With that, I'm dying.
Yeah. We'll see you later, Emery. Thanks again for the viewing of our cool house and Minecraft world and listening to the videos. We will.
Yeah, thanks for viewing, Emery. You stuck with like a long
I
time.
can't believe you just did that. So yeah, we'll be back. We'll let you know whenever we're going live, and we'll talk to you later about how Ranger and everything was made, and it'll be fun. So yeah, I think that ends our first like really official stream ever. So thanks for watching, and we will talk to you later. Peace
Bye.
out, Emery.
Peace.